Friday Night Rivals, 7 p.m. on KJAZ.
Herriman and Mountain Ridge have quietly sprinted to a couple of great seasons. The Mustangs, a perfect 7-0, and both teams are undefeated in region play. Tonight, a clash that could very well determine the Region 2 champion. Do the Mustangs sprint to victory, or will the Sentinels lay down the law and end Harriman's perfect season on Friday Night Rivals?
Good evening and welcome into tonight's Friday Night Rivals. A little ominous weather off in the distance, but that's not going to dampen our spirits. We got a great one for you tonight, and what a rivalry. The Herriman Mustangs taking on the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Two schools that are just a few miles apart, and they are rivals. These kids know each other. Excited for this game, no doubt about that. 11, let's talk about with Mountain Ridge, and their quarterback, Jackson Hunt, will sling it if he wants to.
Well, this guy's fantastic. He's, battled to get this position as the starting quarterback at Mountain Ridge. He's got great size. He's 6'4". He can throw the ball extremely well. And maybe a little contrast between the quarterbacks. Jackson Hunt, he will light it up, and he's got three guys on the offensive side that are targets for him, and they can stretch the field. And that's what you're going to be looking for. When Mountain Ridge is on the field, they do a lot of different things on offense, but maybe most importantly, they will throw the ball a lot.
Number 2 in 6A in passing, and there's a lot of good quarterbacks in 6A. On the other side, kind of a little bit different look with Ryan Messer. He's a kid that'll get you the yardage on the ground and through the air, and there he is today at school.
Well, talking with Coach Rickers before the game, and so what do you like about him? He said, he is an explosive player, and that's a great description of the way that he plays. Tyler Messer is a guy that is a true dual threat, and if you're talking to Mountain Ridge about how do you defend this guy, it's like, man, we just kind of try to bottle him up somehow, but I don't know if that's possible. If Mountain Ridge is going to be successful, they're going to have to stop the quarterback from Herriman and vice versa. The quarterbacks will play an important role in this game here tonight.
Oh, Lem, I just felt a couple of raindrops. I'm glad you're in the Max Shack and I'm up in the booth. We'll let Frank handle the weather. But we're so excited to bring you this game. It's one we just added this week because it is so big. Undefeated Herriman taking on 5-2 Mountain Ridge. They're both 3-0 in Region 2. This could very well be a region championship, and it's coming your way right now on KJAZ and KMYU.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Strong Auto, Robert DeBry, and U of U Marketing.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Are you living your best life? Or are you wanting more, something different? Well, maybe it's time for a change, something impactful. Not just in your world, but around the globe. YouthLink wants you. Your best self starts here. This is your chance to help create a better world, a place that's beautiful and full of good people. The world is waiting. Ready to discover what you can accomplish? Come make a difference for yourself and those around you. Join YouthLink today. A better tomorrow starts now.
With Tim from RGS Exteriors, the longest standing exteriors company. That's 5 generations, Tim, and you're proud of that.
We are. Look, my great-grandpa started this way back in the day, and now my kids are the 5th.
And 21 Best of State Awards and the Guild Award as well.
It's an independent company that surveys customers, and anything above a 90, you're awarded the Guildmaster.
And you guys provide a warranty.
We cover everything on paper for 10 years, but if you call us in year 11, we're going to take care of you.
Tim, how do people get in touch with you?
Just give us a call or check us out on our website at rgsexteriors.com.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs, all in one of the most stunning destinations on earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Well, I can hear him on program asking about Frank. Welcome back. We are at Herriman High School. Last time we were here, boy, I'll never forget that, like it was yesterday. It was the first game of the COVID year. We'd gone through that whole summer, you know, no sports being played anywhere, a few things without fans. It was the first game in the entire nation at any level, first football game that was played. It was, and we were taking on, it was Herriman against Davis. So normally this is where Frank Dolce and Alema Harrington would join me, but they're not even close to the broadcast booth. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'll just give you the America First Credit Union keys to victory for tonight's game between these two teams. So, Callie, let's go ahead and pop those up. For Mountain Ridge, that dog will hunt. Absolutely. So, he's talking about Jackson Hunt, the quarterback. 2,400 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. And for Herriman, well, you saw that there.
Yeah, we're having it.
Take what's yours. They're 7-0. They've taken every game this year. Can they get to 8-0? Herriman, coached by Matt Rickards in his second year. Both just getting started their programs. But Rickards, he was at Kearns for a long time, 11 years at Kearns before making the move over here. Last year, just 3-6. And then this year, he's now 7-0. Oh, Frank finally showed up, and he is with Matt Rickards. Frank?
It wasn't my fault. It was Coach. He was late getting out on the field.
Okay.
I had to go drag him down. He's talking about, hey, man, we have something to do tonight. Coach, this is a great football team you have here tonight. They've certainly performed well this season so far. What do you need to see out of this team tonight to keep the streak alive?
Just playing disciplined football and doing the things that we've been doing all season long. Just being the most physical team out on the field.
All right, Coach. Good luck. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Frank. Lemma, we already did keys to the game. Well, I liked those.
Yeah,
they were very nice.
Follow up on what Coach Rickards just said. This is a physical team. I think you watch any of their film from this year, and the thing that stands out is just how physical they are. Now, they weren't necessarily physical like that last year. They could not run the ball. They were physical at times on defense, but not consistent. This year, they're physical at the line of scrimmage every play.
Especially physical when you're playing. And we're going to see the Mountain Ridge offense first. But first, a Victor's Tires touchback. It's that time of year, Alema, where Victor's Tires buy 3 tires and get a 4th one for free.
Especially if you want snow tires, right? If you're going to switch out your tires.
So there you go. And we were said to go, speaking of snow tires, it looks to me like it might be snowing up in the mountains to the east of us.
Stop it.
So we're living that. Let's take a look at our players to watch. First of all, for the offense, there they are for Mountain Ridge.
Well, for Mountain Ridge, we start with the quarterback, big number 11, Jackson. 2 TDs, but he's got a lot of targets, including DeYoung and Dumas. Those guys will catch a lot of balls tonight.
And, of course, they come out throwing right out of the gate. Little screen pass inside. And a good pickup for a strong auto first down to Titan DeYoung.
Love just the concept coming out and just getting a quick, easy pass to the outside. So we look at our defensive players to watch for Herriman, starting off with the linebacker, McCray Parker. You got Ellermeyer as a safety defensive line, anchored by Mamea.
And a lot of handshaking going on there. Screen to the other side, Corin Cunningham, who has his 45th reception of the season, but they lose yards.
It's hard to tell the numbers, Dave, from up there, so I'll help you out as much as I can tonight. You can hardly see the numbers on the Herriman jerseys down here on the field.
Herriman's a little rough. Mountain Ridge is easy, but Herriman's, they kind of blend in. So a loss of about 6. And it's 2nd down and 16. Jackson Hunt, the junior, 22 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions this year. Has been very efficient. And Hunt looking. Oh, that ball's intercepted.
Oh, flag
There's
down.
A flag down.
Two flags down.
Yeah, let's check that. Now, as it stands, it's an interception for Cannon Brinton. But let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
There was no one in the area, like someone got knocked off a route or something.
I think that's exactly right. Number 5, who just made the play, Cannon Brinton, on the previous play, I think may be flagged here for a little pass interference.
Well, the teams aren't leaving the field, so that's your first indication. Christopher, referee. And it's a block in the back coming up, I believe.
Illegal use of hands. Defense number 5. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
Well, that certainly helps. So that's going to be about a 2nd and 6 after a little help from the penalty.
Well, up to that point, Dave, it was a pretty clean game.
Okay. Tyson, if you're listening to this, they're just mocking me because yesterday the game was almost over, and I mentioned there were hardly any penalties. There were maybe 2 more the rest of the game.
4 more flags.
No, there weren't.
In the final
Terrible
7 minutes.
karma. Yeah.
Karma's not a thing. All right, so ready to go on 2nd down. Zach Ofisa in the backfield next to Jackson Hunt, who will throw again. And I don't know that Twilly was even looking for that ball.
He was blocking.
Yeah, he was completely blocking. So something, as you said, Alema, definitely miscommunicated on there. So now 3rd down.
Run pass option, Alema, except the receiver didn't realize the pass part was coming to him.
Great crowd here. The neighboring schools, big-time rivals, and I'm not sure how stable this press box is, but these students are jumping up and down, and it's shaking like crazy. Hunt back to pass, and Hunt's pass is caught. Got a little work to do to get to the 1st down.
Oh, just a little too much dancing at the end.
They're not going to get there as Cunningham is going to come up short. So it's really close, though. They're going to keep the offense on the field. It's a 4th and 1.
Yeah, no huddle offense for
here we go.
Mountain Ridge. They're ready to go.
It's like they might be trying to draw him offside now. Looking back, Nick Robbins is the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
He's got a complex offense.
And 1st down yardage and more. And that paid off. Ashton Gates picking up the yardage.
Gates at 5'7", 165 pounds. He's just kind of built low to the ground, and he gets a nice hole right there between the guard and the tackle on the right side of the formation and fouls forward for the 1st down.
Flag down. The chain gang has been solid tonight so far. We'll keep an eye on that activity, but I'll tell you what, the scoreboard.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
The scoreboard may not be quite into the game yet. It said 1st and 10 the entire series.
Yeah, they haven't updated that. That's a lot of 1st and 10s. This is 1st and 15. And Hunt, that little inside screen. Good yardage. And DeYoung still up. They can't bring it down. DeYoung. And into the end zone for a Sentinels touchdown. 54 yards.
Titan DeYoung has been doing this all year, turning little plays into big plays. Didn't necessarily get the matter. Breaking tackles, cuts back against the grain, and then hangs on to the ball as he goes into the end zone. Great job by DeYoung.
That was impressive. Point after is up and good for Aiden Robinson. He's a good one.
Well, something has to give tonight. Mountain Ridge scoring 37 points per game. Herriman's only given up 7 points per game. 10 points per game, excuse me. Which one is going to win out tonight?
Well, looks pretty good early for Mountain Ridge. And talk about yards after catch. That was impressive.
Well, that's how you want to establish the first series. If you're the visiting team, you come in and you just get to work. No long passes. I talked in the top of the broadcast about the ability for Mountain Ridge to stretch the field. They didn't even try that. They didn't throw anything deep. Everything was underneath, and they got a big play yards after the catch from DeYoung.
So this kick's going to sail into the end zone as well for a Victor's Tires touchback. Let's take a look at our offensive players to watch now for the Haramman offense. And it all starts with number 1.
Well, Tyler Messer is a multifaceted quarterback. He's a good dual threat type of runner and thrower. You also have Felipe in the backfield along with Tate Love, one of the targets for Messer.
Messer over 1,000 yards passing. We talked about this, over nearly 500 yards rushing on the season. And they like to run the ball. If it's not Messer, they'll give it to Felipe, who's a 600-plus yard rusher. Let's take a look at the players to watch now for the Mountain Ridge defense.
Well, on the defensive side, a little leapfrog going on here. Jackson Brown is anchoring that defensive line. Whitaker and Butterfield as the linebackers. And take a look at the 5 sacks from Jackson Brown.
Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6 coming up. And Messer going downfield. That's a jump. That's picked off. Intercepted. And we have the game's first turnover as Austin Freeman comes up with his first interception of the season.
This one just came off the hand a little bit awkward and started to float. And that allowed Freeman to just continue to back up, high point the ball, and get the ball back to Mountain Ridge's offense.
So already leading 7-0. The Sentinels come up with the big turnover. That last drive, Jackson Hunt went 4 for 5 for 67 yards, and of course the touchdown. There was a big chunk of that. And Herriman, they haven't completed a pass yet because they've only run a couple plays. Here we go, first down. And on the ground and not getting much against that big defensive line.
Well, we talked about the physicality, right, of Herriman, and you saw a little bit of it on that play.
That's Tani Kini carrying the ball, the junior. He's only had 4 carries all season. They already have it. Running back has around 40 carries. Second down, 10. Mountain Ridge has only 2 losses this year to Sky Ridge and Davis. Those are 2 of the top 5 teams in the state, and that was really early. They had Lehigh also on the schedule, but they beat Lehigh. Just a bizarre game. It was 9-7 as the pickup of about 4 yards. But since then, they've run off 4 straight wins, and things have just completely turned around. Hunt's averaging nearly 400 yards a game in the victories. It's just phenomenal.
Hunt battled hard for that starting quarterback position.
Well, he's certainly proven that he deserved it.
Well, he had a couple of other guys that were all in the mix, and every day he'd come out, get a little bit better. and started making separation.
Hunt again fires complete. That's a strong auto first down. Yeah, we talked about the points. They're averaging 39 points a game, but since the last 4 games, 4-0, they're averaging 50. That's how strong this offense can be. It's just remarkable as McCray Renteria comes up with that catch. And Mountain Ridge on the move again.
Empty backfield this time for Jackson Hunt.
Hunt rolling out, firing back, wide open downfield. Oh, just could not hang on. I mean, this was a touchdown. If somehow DeYoung could have brought that in.
Well, he would just the ball thrown just a little bit behind him. If he hits him in stride, he's just walking into the end zone, but he has to go back across his body to readjust while in midair. So it would have been a great catch. Catchable ball, yes, but it would have been a challenging catch and obviously ends up as a incomplete pass.
You see Guter is there on coverage. He's got an interception this year. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today. Flag down, and it's right about at the line of scrimmage on this near sideline. We've already had one formation penalty. Let's see if we get another. So an illegal shift is what my sources are telling me.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So 2nd and 15. And Hunt looking pass complete. They don't get back to the original line of scrimmage, get very close, but Cunningham is wrapped up pretty quick. Last week against Riverton, how about this? Cunningham, he had 301 yards in that game on 15 receptions. And that kind of yardage is 10th all time in the state of Utah for a single game receiver. How about that?
Yeah,
that was
pretty
a huge
impressive
game. Yeah.
And Dumas, number 8, he's got 51 receptions. That leads 6A.
Oh, how about quarterback draw? We haven't seen this one yet, and Hunt takes off. He doesn't run a ton, but that certainly paid off. Is a much more manageable fourth down.
And now they're in no man's land, so this is a go for it situation for the Ridge.
Is that what they call him, the Ridge?
The Ridge.
One for one on 4th downs. Here goes Hunt. He wants a ton of it. Oh, what a catch. Did he hang on to that? He did. My goodness. One-hand catch for DeYoung.
You know, he made a catch like that. He missed the one earlier, but I bet if you went back and asked him about it, he would say, I should have caught that other one too. That is a terrific play.
One-handed stab.
Yes.
18 yards on the pickup, and they're into the University of Utah red zone on that amazing DeYoung catch. A little inside screen to DeYoung. And DeYoung breaks one tackle, gets inside the 10.
Well, DeYoung, he's showing you everything he's got in his bag. He's got great sure hands, and he's great after contact. There's a good look at the head coach, Nick Robbins, offensive coordinator. He was the OC last year at Tim View with Donnie Atuaya before coming up and taking over the head position at Mountain Ridge.
2nd down 5. Hunt's going to take off again. And Hunt gets inside the 5, finally wrapped up there. So a couple of nice runs for Hunt on this drive alone.
Well, I'm telling you, if you're observing upstairs and calling the plays and giving, Coach Nick Robbins some kind of look, he's saying there's all kinds of room in a passing situation. Everybody's flying out of there. Go ahead and let the quarterback run.
1st and goal. Got a lot of options here, letting it go. Kinney. And he's wrapped up, no gain.
Nice defensive play right there. Just stringing out the run to the sidelines. Kinney never had an opportunity to turn it up.
Well, they stacked the box, and they did a nice job just making this thing flow to the sideline. Great job by the defense.
Boy, if you're a wide receiver, you love playing in this offense.
Yeah, no
especially
doubt.
if your name's Cunningham, DeYoung, or Dumas.
I think they throw it 75% of the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're averaging almost 350 yards passing and only 100 rushing. Screen, or not really a screen, but a short pass.
Did he stay in bounds? He did
Tackle
not.
is broken.
He did not.
They're going to say he's out of bounds. So he's at the 4-yard line is where it is marked.
Yeah, give credit in coverage. Tuia does a nice job
right
making
there.
sure that.
3rd and goal from the 4.
Uh-oh. I'm almost flabbergasted and shocked that that was not a flag.
We've seen a few of those the last couple of days that they've kind of let go.
Yeah.
And to look a little pitch and out of bounds. So you're going to have 4th and goal at about the 1.
Well, how about bend but don't break? Great job. You got your linebacker scraping, coming up and making the stop. That's Tuia once again.
They're, remember, 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this game so far. Can they make it 3 for 3 and get into the end zone?
Well, let's see whose physicality will win the day here at the 1-yard line.
Ofisa in the backfield. Here we go.
Almost got him again on the defensive side in the neutral zone, able to get back on side.
I could see Nick Robbins. He was way out on the field and getting ready to take the timeout, and he did. So we'll take a break here. Mountain Ridge leading 7-0 and threatening to put up another score on American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
For no matter what crosses your path, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good.
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
For refreshingly good service, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
Cohen Van Cott, middle linebacker, and I love to play 2K.
How about that? Cohen Van Cott. I got to tell you, so Callie Coons and Ken Coons, our producer directors, they went out and got these themselves today because Mountain Ridge and Herriman weren't at our media night because they weren't on our original schedule. So good for them. All right, 4th and goal. Here we go. Ofisa takes the handoff.
He's in.
And he's in. Touchdown for the Sentinels.
You bring in an extra tackle and an extra tight end on the right side of the formation, then you run it right up the middle. Maybe a little misdirection on that, Frank, but whatever it was, great blocking up front. You needed 1 yard. You call the timeout. You tell your guys, hey, 1 yard. This is all about just getting 1 yard. I know you can do it, and he puts his trust in that offensive line. They got it done.
Well, Herriman almost had a stalemate at the line of scrimmage, but the Mountain Ridge push at the end forced it to the end zone.
Tush push?
Very much the tush push. So how about this? The Ridge, 14-0 late in this first quarter.
Let's see. String cheese. Ooh, soda.
Surprise!
You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
It's a price drop. $7,600 off brand new Volkswagen at Strong Volkswagen. Get brand new Jetta, just $220 a month. $220. Thousands off new Jetta, Tiguan, Taos, even new Atlas. The SUV with room for everyone, $7,600 off. And you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. The price drop. New Jetta, just $220 a month.
We make it easy to buy a new Strong Volkswagen.
StrongVW.com.
Beautiful night sky here. Oh, it's like a UFO up there in the middle of that. Look at that.
Or the moon. It could be.
That's not the moon.
Could be the moon.
That is not the
Maybe
moon.
a UFO.
You guys don't know
UFO.
anything about UFOs.
Hey, I watched
Airplane.
every season of Ancient Aliens. I can tell you whether that is a unidentified flying object or the moon.
Yeah, I think it's a little of
This
both.
is going to be returnable.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a return, and here we go. What does Herriman have in store up to the 25-yard? What a big hit. So, Herriman already behind the 8 ball, as they say, 14-0 here. And we're just about 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Well, if you take a look at the time of possession for the first quarter so far, it does tell the story because
very meaningful.
Herriman has not had a real opportunity with the ball in their hands. We have yet to see Tyler Messer run the ball, which is really his strong suit.
Well, here's your first quarter stat of the game. Mountain Ridge has run 19 plays. Herriman just ran their third.
Yeah.
I mean, just unreal.
You know, Coach talked about the physicality of his team, this Herriman football team, before the game. I'll tell you what, Mountain Ridge is being at least as physical on that defensive front right now.
They pick up 4, second down. And Messer's pass quickly caught. And that is first down yardage. A strong auto first down for Herriman. Tate Love hauling that one in.
Nice job that time by Tyler Messer. Just a little quick play action and then hitting his receiver right there in a soft spot in the zone.
First down. Try that ground game again and trying to get outside. And Felipe.
You know, it looked like he was dancing around a lot, Alema, and all of a sudden he's 8 yards downfield.
I'm not big on dancing in the backfield and, dancing in traffic, but that was effective for Felipe.
Oh boy, a lot of movement. Gonna have to unpack this. False start.
Oh, that's when they say false start, offensive line.
Yeah, everyone but the center.
Everyone.
Ball, false start, offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So after all that, they're giving it to Toa Roberts, the tight end.
Yeah, he was also offside.
Along with the left guard and left tackle.
Yeah,
but he definitely started it.
Yeah, it was a chain
reaction. Second down and 7. And maybe a pickup of 2, a third and long coming up.
Well, Sefatoki that time in very quick. 5'10", 270.
5'10", 270. He's built like a block.
Yeah, built like a nose guard is supposed to be built.
Yeah, low center of gravity.
Normally his job is just to occupy
space,
blockers. That time he's able to get to the legs of
another
the ball
timeout.
carrier and bring him down.
Mountain Ridge has now used 2 of their 3 timeouts.
Mountain Ridge, it's their second charge timeout of the first half.
So they're going to talk this one over. Jackson Peck is the defensive coordinator for Mountain Ridge. That's a familiar name going back to the Bingham days.
Yep.
Let's take a look at what we like to call Alema's home away from home, or the Max Shack. Look at that. He looks comfortable in there. You got your Stanley.
I've got my Stanley, then all of this stuff here, this stuff here is Frank's.
What a slob.
I bring a lima snacks for the Mac Shack. They should call it the Mac Snack Shack. And this is how he returns his gratitude.
You know how we as parents, like your kids get older and then they leave the house, but they end up coming back?
Yeah, I know.
That's Frank.
Yeah.
You know,
Frank keeps on coming back. I'm like, dude, you're back again.
When Dave says home away from home, I don't know if it's Victor's Tires or RC Willie or the Mac Shack.
He's a nomad. He's got a lot of homes away from home. Third down. Man.
I think that shift by the defense caused the offense to jump.
And by the way, I've said nothing about penalties today, and these jinx don't carry over from a previous night.
Oh, they do.
No, they don't.
If it happens in the fourth quarter.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
They're just backing up.
Well, out of rhythm. Herriman is out of rhythm on the offensive side.
And if Fenga moves at 6'5", 305, you're going to notice it. Can you imagine, by the way, 6'5", 305, and in 10th grade? Just
that's sophomore. The amazing part.
Yep.
What?
But then you see the last name, you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Okay, so I think we're ready to go. It's 3rd and 11. They need to get right near midfield, 49-yard line to be exact. And here we go. Messer's going to throw. And Messer, he doesn't have anyone to throw to, so he runs it. I think he got it. This is really close. Oh, they're standing right on the mark.
Right on the mark. And they're giving it to him.
And this is where Messer is dangerous. Not a designed run, broken play, but he's able to get that edge. Does a nice job with kind of a juke inside, throws the defense just for a millisecond.
Boy, did Bridger Butterfield lay a hit at the end of that. They needed 11, and they got 11.
That is a big conversion on 3rd and long.
Huge.
I was talking with Jackson Peck, the defensive coordinators we were mentioning from Mountain Ridge before the game, and said we have got to be able to contain Tyler Messer in this game.
There's an example of not. Messer again fires wide open in the middle. Oh,
that might have been tipped.
I don't know if it was tipped, Alima, but the linebacker jumped right in front of the pass and right in front of the passing lane.
Yeah.
Receiver just couldn't. I don't think he could get his eye on it.
Yeah, and if he had his eye on it, then he lost sight of it and see if it was tipped here.
Oh,
I think Alema might have been right.
Yeah.
Well, that's 1 out of 1,000.
Awesome. You are correct. How about this on the keeper? Here goes Messer. Gets maybe a yard. So right back to another 3rd and long. They were just here. McGee's Awards and Engravings. It's time to be recognized. McGee's providing our Champions Trophy that Frank will award following this game. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. And statistically and on the scoreboard, it has been all Mountain Ridge. But Herriman's got a little something going. We'll see if they can finish it off in front of the Stampede here on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
For no matter what crosses your path, get coverage confidence with AAA Insurance.
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
With Tim from RGS Exteriors, the longest standing exteriors company. That's 5 generations, Tim, and you're proud of that.
We are. Look, my great-grandpa started this way back in the day, and now my kids are the 5th.
And 21 Best of State Awards and the Guild Award as well.
It's an independent company that surveys customers, and anything above a 90, you're awarded the Guildmaster.
And you guys provide a warranty.
We cover everything on paper for 10 years, but if you call us in year 11, we're going to take care of you.
Tim, how do people get in touch with you?
Just give us a call or check us out on our website at rgsexteriors.com.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter.
You two are getting good.
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
For refreshingly good service, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
Tyler Messer, #1 quarterback, and I like fishing.
Yep.
Fishing?
He likes fishing.
Okay. Yeah, we had one of those yesterday for Lone Peak.
Yeah.
A lot of kids like fishing. All right, 3rd and 9. Herriman would really love to keep this drive alive. Tyler Messer at quarterback. You see Felipe in the backfield with him, and Messer's pass caught right at the line to gain and leaning forward. That's some great awareness right there, and a first down to Hayes Priest.
Well, great job by Hayes Priest. He had to kind of brace himself for the contact because he knew it was coming. Does a nice job making sure he puts his body between the defender and the ball.
First down, here we go. Felipe, as Frank would describe it, dancing through the line and getting 2. Little broadcast stat for you guys, by the way. The home team is 7-1 in our last 8 broadcasts. Do you know the one home team that didn't win in the last 8 broadcasts? I'll give you 5 seconds. Oh, come on. Come on.
Corner.
No, they were at Lone Peak.
Lone Peak.
No.
Skyridge.
He's just naming them all now, Tyson. Fremont. Farmington beat him. That pass was tipped. We were there last week.
Of course, I remember that very well.
Yeah.
Jackson Brown getting a hand on the ball that time. See him doing battle right there.
So 3rd and 8. 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Messer. And he's sacked. Down he goes.
Jackson Brown again.
Brown. And 11, he's their leading sack master with 5 coming in. Give him another one.
And great job. Just a kind of a one-on-one battle. And he's able to get through and get to the quarterback, bring him down. Messer gets sacked. And I'll tell you, Mountain Ridge has set the tone here in this rivalry game.
You're absolutely right, Alima. Talk about physicality and excitement about playing this football game.
So they'll punt this one away, as Herriman's offense has just been stymied. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com, or do like we do and use the app. Good friend of ours from America First just shot us all a text. We love hearing from Tammy and everybody up there. How cool was that food drive that they did a couple weeks ago?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
all of the
and Fremont.
We say this a lot, but this is sincere and authentic. I love America First and their involvement in the community. And those are the kind of partners that we're looking for. The reality is we're not doing this broadcast without America First, led by America First Credit Union. So a special shout out and thanks to them.
And you bring up a good point, because it's not just, run our commercial. It's so hands-on. At halftime, you're going to meet our America First Credit Union scholar athlete. And Dave Nellis is going to give us all Pez. First down. And a good carry on first down. Now, don't worry about this. They're going to get forward progress all the way up near the 30.
Yeah, Kemper Castro said, hey, hang on a second, and I want you to reevaluate forward progress at least. Castro, part of that infamous Castro family.
It's funny you should mention that. Let's get through this play, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that Castro history. I wouldn't know this, except one of them called me today and made sure I knew it.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Second down. And again, why not on the ground? They'll get a couple. So we were talking about the Castros. Kemper Castro is a junior.
Yeah, in on that tackle right there.
Look at this family tree. So his uncle is Dustin Pierce, the former Herriman coach.
Yeah.
He won the state title, took his team to the state title in 2015. His other uncles, Chris and Jeremy Castro, were 1989 champs at Kearns, and his grandfather, Dave Pierce, Dustin's father, won the 1972 state championship at Kearns. So there's
pretty impressive
championship pedigree in that Castro family. So I'm sure at Thanksgiving they all sit around and go, well, when are you getting one?
When are you getting the ring?
Yeah, I'll tell you something more impressive about Dave Pierce in a second.
And that pass is picked off. And this is going to be a house call. McCray Parker.
Great job by Parker. He reads this perfectly. Jumps in front of the route and nothing but field in front of him.
32 yards on the return.
Well, that's the way you get it done. Down 14-0, and your defense needs to come up with a big play. Well done.
Boy, they needed that. And this is one of those deals where you start saying to yourself, well, if we're going to get back in this, we are going to need the defense to make a play. And that they did. Oh, boy. High snap as they're going for two. And they got it. Wow.
What a way to recover. Again, McCray and Parker, he comes up, steps in front of that, takes it to the house, and we have a ball game. Two-point conversion, converted.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Let's see. String cheese. Ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar they made solid wood furniture.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by McGee's Trophies, Victor's Tires, Sugar House Furniture, and Coleman Knitting Mills.
Oh, big play for Haramman to get back in it. Not only the pick six for the touchdown, but a two-point conversion. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule presented by McGee's. It's time to be recognized next Thursday. Back into Region 3. Lehigh at Lone Peak. These games have all been so good. Friday, we're going to welcome Uinta all the way from Vernal. And they're going to take on Provo. Yeah, fun town.
Vernal is a great town.
So looking forward to that. And then we only have one more week after that, and then we jump into the playoffs. That ball went out of bounds. Wisely, they just let it go.
Yeah, nice job by the kicking team. Renteria said, I'm going to let this thing bounce out of bounds. We'll take it at the 35.
Hey, just quickly, Dave Pierce, you know, as you said, a football legend. But I bet you didn't know that he was widely considered the Kirk Gibson of men's slow pitch softball in the state of Utah. Big lefty, could knock the ball all over the field.
And he limped around the base path?
And then he limped around the base path. That's true. He did limp. He didn't run well, but he limped around the baseline. And then, if you needed concrete work done,
35-yard line, first down, Mountain Ridge.
Dave Pierce is your guy.
Well, you mentioned Dave Pierce, so we should mention David Castro, who is Kemper's father, who was a great athlete in his own right. We talked about the Castro brothers, the twins that won the championship at Kearns, Chris and Jeremy.
Yeah, but on Thanksgiving, we used to dust them in Turkey Bowl.
Well, let's go. We could go with that.
Hey,
that's a little revisionist history, but I'll go with that.
I hope you're not including yourself in the
I organized this.
Yeah,
I played one Turkey Bowl against the Castros, and then I said, that's it.
I remember that,
done.
Yeah.
Never again.
You were with us. He's like, nope, because it wasn't two-hand touch when the Castros were around.
They're beyond serious.
I honestly would never play unless there was about a foot of snow on the ground because you needed something soft to land on when they crushed you.
Yes.
Okay, there's a issue on the far sideline. Officials talking with the coaches.
Talking about it now.
It's related to the chain gang and to the down marker.
Oh, see, technology, sometimes it can be your friend. Other times you just need that little flip thing.
They're working on the down marker now.
The flip card never goes out.
Yeah. You never have technical issues with the flip card.
Yeah.
So this one's one of those digital ones.
Yes.
And it's out of batteries.
Oh, somebody didn't plug it into the USB.
It's, yeah.
Does anyone have any Duracell Ds?
Can I get an Energizer?
Wow. So now every school keeps a backup
for equipment.
I pretty much say in confidence they have one somewhere. They just need to go find it. Oh, speaking of America First, Dave Nellis is in our presence.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped up. I chose orange Pez today.
You chose? I don't get to choose.
What? I always choose, but I usually go with like either strawberry or cherry. Tonight I went with the orange.
There's the top flavor, and then there's everything else, and that top flavor is great.
Hey, wait! The box just lit up.
I think there's still some kind of malfunction with that box.
In the history of doing high school football games with you guys, I don't think we've ever had this issue.
I don't think so either.
I think you might be right. Well, for one thing, the digital ones haven't been around very long.
Especially not for you.
Yeah. Fox was back in the day when they had a little chalkboard on it.
Box on the box.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so they have a replacement that is not digital.
Yeah.
And that's over on the side. Okay, there it is. Do we have a shot of that? No.
Hey, by the way, is it raining out there?
No.
There's
Stop it, Dave. Stop it.
There's the Eye in the Sky, brought to you by Sunbelt. You saw that in the background. I cannot believe Boyd has that all the way up there on a windy night like this. 2nd down and 7. And Jackson Hunt, his pass complete and tiptoeing along the sidelines. The young.
He might be 2 yards short of the yard to gain there.
Hey.
Everything kind of cleared out underneath. And wide open on the reception.
3rd and 1.
Cunningham.
They're only 1 for 5 on 3rd downs. Oddly enough, they're 3 for 3 on 4th down. So maybe don't worry that much about this one. But they got it. A little extra push. And it's 1st down yardage. Zach Ofisa. Keep in mind, we're looking at, I mean, this team is as good as it is. Jackson Hunt's only a junior.
And very, very comfortable throwing the football.
Extremely. And one of his top receivers, Titan DeYoung, he's only a junior. This team is well built. 1st down, 7.5 to play, first half, in a 14-8 game. Screen outside. Dumas has it, and man, did the black jerseys converge there.
Well, Ellermeyer just came up and made the stop immediately as soon as the ball was caught. Got some help from the rest of that defense.
That's good preparation by Ellermeyer. As soon as that ball left the hand of Jackson Hunt, Ellermeyer was on the tight end.
Ellermeyer, just one of those ball hawks. He's got 5 interceptions on the season, but he's not, just interceptions. He's everywhere the ball is, that's where you'll find him.
That's Harriman's 3rd tackle for loss in this game. And Woods' pass caught again. That seemed like a lot for just a couple of yards. But it's going to be well short. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Well, and if you're Mountain Ridge, you're in 4-down territory.
Great Parker in on that play. Already has that interception.
I tell you what, when these fans get going.
Yeah. And you got all the student section right in front of you, Foxy.
Yeah, and the entire press box is shaking. Here we go. Hunt throws back, and he's wide open and not able to drop it into Lincoln Twilley, but he had his man beat. Well, right in the middle of that zone.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of that zone, so that means that Hunt's kind of got to drop this in, and it's a little bit of a touch pass, just too much heat on it.
That's a dangerous pass to throw.
Yeah.
You lay it up like that late over the middle of the field, and you have 2 deep safeties back there. It falls harmlessly to the turf, but that's one where a coach will start holding his breath when that ball's in the air.
That late pass over the middle across your body.
So they'll have to punt this one away. And another whistle.
Timeout.
So now Herriman takes a timeout. So Mountain Ridge is taking 2. Herriman taking their
first. We have a timeout called by Herriman. It's their first of the first half.
This was a 14-0 game, and Mountain Ridge had the ball, and Herriman seems to have settled in since then. This is a community, though, that, again, only 4 miles apart. And everyone we've talked to out here today, really a few people we've talked to throughout the week, just so excited to have this game on our air on KJazz and KMYU and all our streaming platforms.
Well, we were talking with Dick Robbins before the game and talking about the importance of this rivalry. And just to your point, the geographics of it. He said there's kids that are in the stands right now, and they might make their decision about what school they go to depending on who wins this game here tonight. Like, this is a big game.
Interesting. But he makes a good point.
Yeah.
You're watching a game, you like what you see. Oh, I think I'd like to play.
I want to go play for that group.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of kids that will have the option that are somewhere in this boundary.
All right, that kick is away. Aiden Robinson.
It's a boomer.
And it's going to settle in inside the 10-yard, down to the 5. Looks like the spotted actually at about the 6, a 47-yard kick. And they move it all the way up to the 8. All right, well, let's see if this Herriman offense could get something going. Keep in mind, they've got 8 points, but that's the defense that delivered that.
They have not scored yet. Offensively, they've got to get into a flow here.
And to start things off with Felipe.
What a great job by Bridger Butterfield, 6'2", 195, middle linebacker. He scrapes and comes up.
They are set. The band is setting up some sort of an incredible halftime celebration. I'll have to get a shot of this for you. It looks like some sort of a Broadway show being brought out on that far southeast end zone. Nothing doing on second down at all.
Ball popped out, but the runner was down, so that is not a fumble, but
Look at that behind you there,
lost
Lemma.
a yard or two on that.
You're a Bob Fosse guy. What do they got going back there?
Oh, there's a big production that is coming up at halftime. It is senior night here for Herriman, and the seniors were celebrated before the game. And so they'll have a big production that is going to come out here at halftime.
Are we airing that?
It's part of Frank Dolce's.
Oh, his halftime show.
Yeah, the Frank Dolce show.
I'll probably do a special report on the halftime show.
Third down. Little inside screen is dropped.
Trying to set up that tunnel screen, but I don't know how successful it would have been, even if Love would have been able to catch that.
Yeah, it would have been a catch and an immediate stop.
I'll tell you, give credit to this Mountain Ridge defense. They are coming with physicality and matching Haramman so far in the first half.
So the very definition of flipping the field. Good call by Mountain Ridge on their last punt. And they're actually going to end up with a football about where it was when they had to punt.
Yeah, with very little time.
Yeah.
They just ticked off the clock.
Exactly.
Less than a minute.
Ooh, this punt.
And shanked it to the
Oh,
to
what
the
a
right.
bounce. And very dangerous bounce. Cunningham almost lost the ball. But he does have it, and they are set up nicely inside the 40-yard line. So when we come back, there's 4 minutes left. Mountain Ridge with the lead and the ball on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
Bridger Butterfield, number 34, middle linebacker, and I like to mow lawns.
He likes to mow lawns.
That's a good skill to have.
That's my kind of kid right there.
I do too. I love to mow a lawn.
Actually, I do too.
I do too. That's therapeutic.
Yeah, it is. Player cards brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. And thank you, Callie and Ken, for going out and getting those player cards.
Gas-powered mower or electric mower these days?
Electric.
No, gas.
Well, I have
wrong
electric.
answer.
That's the right answer for those that care about our environment.
Yep, gas-powered.
Electric is great until the battery runs out.
Yes.
Here's the problem with the electric mowers, and I have one, but the gas-powered is so much more reliable, is that the battery runs out and then it dies. And then the battery replacement is enormously expensive.
Okay, well, I have like 4 batteries, so I always keep backups.
Of course
Maybe you need to think ahead.
Yeah.
Second down, good yardage. Still fighting, and Ofisa has another strong auto first down.
Good initial blocking up front for Ofisa, but a lot of that was just his determination to pick up the first down. Ofisa at 6 foot 235, 235-pound high school running back. That is a load. Takes 4, 5 Herriman defenders to bring him down.
First down. Quick pass outside. Got blockers in front of him. And how about that? Twilly. Nice pickup and out of bounds.
Well, Twilly does a great job of getting through a tackle here. Nice job by the defender to get through. Brinton got to the legs of Twilly initially, but Twilly gets a nice gain, 7 yards on first down.
Second and short. Ofisa in the backfield. Office has got it. And he's not really going anywhere. Maybe a yard. Coming up on our Sugar House Furniture halftime reports. Get an update from our Main Street studios downtown, the KUTV Newsroom. Frank Dolce is going to introduce us to today's America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. Alema's going to have stats and highlights. And the Frank Dolce Show, I think he's got a complete stage production plan for us. Looking forward to that.
There's so many things happening I can't even begin to describe. The halftime show.
Awesome. 3rd and short. Oh, a throwback. And what a great play design.
Did he get it?
Well, I think so.
He got it.
Frank, your guys on the chain gang dropped those sticks and got out of the way. Watch the end of this just perfectly. And here goes Hunt.
Nice recovery that time by Herriman, but not enough.
So now inside the University of Utah red zone, leading 14-8, threatening to score again on a little jet sweep. Well read by that Herriman defense. They do not give up much.
Well, they stacked the line of scrimmage offensively. They brought an extra tight end, an extra tackle on the left side. But going to the short side of the field there, Frank, is always tough to turn the corner.
Absolutely. Sometimes you can catch a defense off guard, but that sideline works as an extra defender. It just gets really crowded to the short side.
2nd and 12. And we'll fake the handoff. Oh, just off the fingertips of Dumas.
I'm pretty sure Cannon Britton actually got a hand on that. Great defense by Brinton.
Yeah, terrific defensive play.
He's covering the tight end, and yes, he did indeed get a hand on that ball.
Big 3rd down coming up here. And here we go. Jackson Hunt gets the final play from Nick Robbins, and they're going to take a timeout. That's their last timeout, I believe it is, of the half.
Timeout, Mountain Ridge. It's their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
Hey, by the way, during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. There's the bus. The law on every street requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. School bus stop of the game. We'll have that for you coming up in the 4th quarter tonight. Well, this is a big 4th down for both teams.
If I'm not mistaken, Fox, correct me if I'm wrong. The last time we were at Herriman was the first game of that COVID year.
Yeah, it's funny you should bring that up. I was actually talking about that while you two were not on the broadcast at the beginning of the game, and it was in 2021.
Yeah.
2020, excuse me. They were playing Davis. And it was the first game at any level of football in the entire country in early August on a Thursday night. And it kicked off a season that was just unbelievable, just kind of weird. That ball's thrown well out of bounds, incomplete. But what a strange year that was. But we were, you know what? It's what started the Mac Shack.
It is. We started off with a tent, and then Mr. Mac, as they always do, they stepped up and said, hey, we'd love to partner with you guys and do the Mac Shack, put them in there and let them shoot people up and size them up, and and Fox said, anything I can do to get Alema out of the press box, I'm down with that.
36-yard field goal attempt. It's way off. I just remember once the pandemic stuff started to lighten up, they were like, well, should we bring Alema back upstairs? And I said, no.
Dave with the emphatic no.
Yeah, Dave he didn't even hesitate.
We consider this a non-traditional broadcast, but I think it works.
Oh, I definitely think it works. Wow, that is a big stand for Herriman, and they are just hanging tough.
That was enormous. Alima, the way that Mountain Ridge moved the ball up and down the field in this first half, I thought they were going to go up by a couple scores, and that's a nice job by Herriman right there, holding on third and forcing the field goal that was missed.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see what Herriman can do with 1:20.
And Herriman does have to get something going offensively. Trey Briggs, first man there.
A couple.
Player down on the field.
It'll be 2nd and 8. We got a player down.
Yeah, it's an offensive lineman.
Looking for a little help. It's like, help a brother out.
Cannon Danzy. Now, so the medical staff went out onto the field, and I think he has to take a play off.
He'll have to take a play off.
Yeah, he's walking very gingerly off the field. It's probably a good idea for him to take a play off.
If you're Herriman, you got a minute to get this ball down the field.
So clock running. They don't appear to be in any sort of a
5.
hurry. Yeah. All right, and Messer is just going to run off with this one, and flags down in the backfield, kind of in the neighborhood of that holding. One player's got his helmet off. So, in the neighborhood of hands to the face, so who knows where this is going.
Laundry on the field. Yeah, it's number 65, I believe. 56, I mean, on the offensive side.
Yeah. Holding offense, number 65. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
It was 65.
There
See
you go.
if we can catch it here. Yeah, you got it right there.
So did he hold and lose his helmet? That's talent.
And had to come off for the next play.
Yeah. Okay, Messer's got it, and Messer in trouble again. And he fires that one. Dangerous pass right into all that traffic, but it falls incomplete.
Well, Jackson Brown providing pressure, just a 3-man rush that time from Mountain Ridge, but able to disrupt Tyler Messer's timing. He had to roll out.
Man, another good game. We've had so many great games over the last month or so. None better than last night's double overtime victory. And here we go again with a 14-8 game. Barring a complete disaster, should be that way at halftime. There is 29 seconds left and a 3rd and 17. Don't you, Frank and Lemon, just want to keep this clock running? There you go.
Yeah.
You certainly wouldn't want to throw another incomplete pass. Then you're punting it away.
No, and there's no timeouts left for Mountain Ridge.
Right, so that does it. That means Frank's going to go hunt down a little halftime, what we call a walk-off in the business.
The officials are making sure there's no timeouts left for Mountain Ridge.
They appear to have taken. They took their own timeout.
Yeah, they took 3 timeouts already. They've exhausted their timeout allotment. There's a good look at Matt Rickards coming over from Kern, 2nd year. Last year, they go 3-7. This year, undefeated. Coach Rickards was telling us the biggest difference really happened in the offseason, which is when championships are won. I mean, that sounds a little cliche, but there's a lot of truth to it. You come in first year, you try to establish your culture, then you identify who your leaders are, then you let them know that this is their team, and they start to motivate guys within the program. That's how you start to build the momentum. And they rode that momentum through the offseason and into this current season.
I wonder if they're thinking about a penalty here. And, well, because of taking a timeout when you don't have one. And now they're going to wind the clock. Well, we got a good one going so far. According to my chief statistician who's back tonight, Tyson Ewing, our first 8 games, average margin of victory is 27 points. The last 7, it's 12. It's been great, and we have another great game brewing right now. That's going to bring us to the end of the first half, and it is a good one. 14-8. The visitors from about 4 miles away, Mountain Ridge, 5-2 on the season, but both these teams are 3-0 in Region 2. And of course, for Matt Rickards, they're undefeated, and Frank is with him now. Frank.
All right, Dave, thank you. Okay, Coach, well, interesting first half of play there. Your defense sure made a nice stand here down deep in your own territory right at the end of the half there. Tell us about how your defense is playing here so far.
Well, we need to tackle better. We need to be able to tackle in space, one-on-one tackles. We got to do that. So we settled down. We're playing a little bit better defense, but we got to get better at that. Offensively, we got to do a better job on first downs. We got to win the box. I know we got some guys injured on the offensive line, but these guys got to step up. It's next man up, and we got to catch the ball. It's a really simple game. Tackle, block, catch.
Just like that. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you, Coach. We're going to head to halftime, and boy, I don't know what's going on this football field, but it's going to be one heck of a presentation. Looks like Broadway's moving in to the ranch. We're out here at Herriman. It's 14-8. The Ridge on American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Let's see. String cheese. Ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
Utah State University student River McKay turned her passion for the outdoors into a career. Through the Outdoor Product Design and Development program, she learned how to create products to help explorers venture without limits. Today, she transforms her ideas into innovative apparel as a technical designer.
I'm an Aggie, and I connect people to the outdoors.
Everyone knows that Coleman Knitting Mills is the place to go for Letterman jackets and school sweaters. But did you know you can design and order your jacket online? With Coleman's new online builder, you can build your jacket anytime. Visit ColemanKnitting.com and design and customize your jacket just the way you want it. Visit our online store and custom design your jacket today. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
This is a 2 News halftime update.
Thanks for joining us for this 2 News update. We'll get you back to the game in just a bit. Here are some of the headlines we're following today on KUTV 2 News. A major road in Bluffdale closed following a debris flow. It happened around noon today at 146th East and West Connection. According to the Jordan Valley Water Conservancy District, crews were conducting maintenance and were pumping water into a canal. The ground was so saturated it couldn't hold the water, causing that debris flow. The road could remain closed until tomorrow. Evacuations remain in place for the Cherry Fire burning east of Springville and Mapleton in Hobble Creek Canyon. The fire estimated at 450 acres now with no containment. Multiple ground crews and aircraft on scene working to slow the fire and also protect nearby communities. Rain is expected to help the firefighting effort tomorrow. Governor Spencer Cox calling for a special legislative session. It will happen on Monday at 9 a.m. at the Capitol. The governor wants lawmakers to address 13 different matters of state business, including redistricting standards, changes to the process for selecting the Chief Justice of the Utah Supreme Court, and local option sales tax amendments. All right, the storm is here. It's going to be wet and the temperatures are dropping. Chase has your first alert forecast.
Yeah, big drop. We haven't seen cooler air like this since mid-May, Mark, and those showers and thunderstorms are possible for tonight, but the main event will be tomorrow as that widespread rain begins to roll in, and those temperatures will be about 20 to 30 degrees cooler than today. You have the cold front right now to our west. It'll be rolling in overnight, but here comes that rain. Showers are likely, maybe even a few thunderstorms. The heaviest rain right now looks like it could be north of Salt Lake City. We'll likely see some isolated storms out in eastern Utah, and then more lingering rain likely for your Saturday afternoon and evening across northern Utah. The southern half of the state stays dry with less wind, so it should be a nice weekend down in the St. George area. We'll likely see a couple lingering showers Saturday night, but most of the rain and mountain snow will be diminishing. Temperatures in the 50s for tomorrow. This is well below normal for this time of year. So start thinking about maybe a heavier coat. You'll definitely need an umbrella if you have any outdoor plans because we'll likely have numerous showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures in Park City and Evanston in the 40s, low 60s in central Utah, and St. George coming in at 75 degrees. So some cooler air for southern Utah, but no rain. St. George will go close to 80 by Sunday, so a pretty comfortable weekend for you. Overnight lows in the 50s. Bit warmer into next week, mid-80s by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It does look like maybe some tropical moisture will be moving in by Friday and Saturday, so some rain possible down in southern Utah. Salt Lake, 55 for tomorrow. Rain is likely. It is locked in. It'll be a soaker for you. Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy on Monday. There might be a couple lingering mountain showers, but I'm leaving the forecast dry for the valleys. Temperatures back into the 70s beginning on Wednesday with moisture returning next weekend.
With Papa Murphy's, our daily deal specials go on 7 days a week because with Papa Murphy's, pizza night is every night. Score the perfect pizza with the perfect deal. Satisfy your cravings with unbeatable offers. Just take and bake. Papa Murphy's.
Let's go take some turns. A common phrase at a university at the foot of some of the best snow-covered mountains in the world. Another common phrase on the University of Utah campus, unsurpassed societal impact. Sure, it's lofty, but it motivates the care in our hospitals, the research in our labs across campus, and the real-world applications of our breakthroughs. Innovation and impact. It's what you get from a university that is always looking up.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
Sometimes we all need a little help. Whether it's electrical, plumbing, or heating and air conditioning, call Mountain Home Services. When you need a little help, think Mountain Home Services.
This is the Sugar House Furniture Halftime Report.
Welcome Welcome back to Herriman High School. We have quite a football game going here today. This is the America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete Halftime Report. I have with me, as always, Dave Nellis, Director of PR, and the Pez Man from America First Credit Union. And to my left, Jackson Tyler Spencer. Woo! Yeah, I know. I haven't had one with 3 names, so that I wanted to do that. This is one of the best cross-country and middle-distance runners in the state and in the nation. He's already a national record holder. He's a leader on the cross-country course. And guess what else? He's a state champion. Not only that, 3.9 GPA. He gets it done in the classroom as well. Jackson, tell us, what is your most memorable moment so far in your track and field career?
I think my most memorable moment is getting that national record for the 4x800 meters with my teammates.
Absolutely. That is a great memory. Now, I know you like to get involved in the community. What are the things you like to do for your community service?
I like to help mow the lawns of others. I like to help I don't know, just pick up leaves, do yard work. It's always a good one. I'll help paint, and I'll help I hope to bring a smile on other people's faces as I walk by. So
absolutely. Well, all of us love yard work. I mean, that's one of my very favorite things to do. And I know you have big plans after high school as well. You want to continue your running career, but where do you want to go to school and maybe serve a church mission?
I'm going to go to Brigham Young University for college, and I will be serving a church mission. I don't know where yet, but I'm hoping it's somewhere cool, somewhere I've not been before.
And somewhere where you can continue to run. Jackson Tyler Spencer, what a kid. I mean, this is our 7th week, and I think we're 100% with our scholar athletes.
We have scored 100%. We're 7 for 7. Jackson is one of those kids that's just a trailblazer. He has been running and hasn't stopped. He's going to go far. He's set records, and he's going to continue to set records. And that's what we look for, is someone who has that drive and determination. As an individual sport, you have to compete, but he cares deeply about his teammates, making sure that everybody does well. So, Jackson, we're super proud of you. We're excited for your future. And on behalf of America First, we're delighted and honored and privileged to recognize you as our Friday Night Rivals Scholar Athlete of the Week. Way to go, buddy.
Absolutely. Congratulations. We hope to see you wearing that red, white, and blue representing the United States of America someday. Jackson Tyler Spencer, that's your scholar athlete. This is America First Credit Union Halftime Report. We're at Herriman High School. We have a good one here. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
With Papa Murphy's, our daily deal specials go on 7 days a week, because with Papa Murphy's, pizza night is every night. Score the perfect pizza with the perfect deal. Satisfy your cravings with unbeatable offers. Just take and bake. Papa Murphy's.
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today, or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Leave! It's a mascot!
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field, and he's not wearing pants.
Do birds need pants?
And the control room censored it.
Oh! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Come on, you have to eat something.
There's always a reason. The Utah Restaurant Association invites you to taste Utah. Let's eat out.
And welcome back to Herriman High School at the half. Mountain Ridge leads Herriman 14-8. Let's take a look at our first half highlights, see how we got to that score right there. Early on, visitors setting the tone in this game. Jackson Hunt, the quarterback, shoots it out to Titan DeYoung. And how about this? Great catch, but breaking tackles. Great job protecting the ball down the stretch into the end zone. 7-0 earlier for the visitors. Herriman struggling offensively. Messer intercepted. Austin Freeman says, I got this. A little bit of a run back, and the offense would take it from there. That would set up 4th and goal at the goal line. 1 yard out. Zach Afisa with the 1 yard plunge. 14-0 Mountain Ridge. Herriman's defense says, you know, we got to step up and do something here. How about the pick 6 by McCray Parker? He gets into the end zone, and Herriman going for 2. Bad snap, but don't worry about that. Tyron Brimhall says, I got it from here. He gets the corner, hits the pylon, in for the 2-point conversion, 14-8 at the break. Taking a look at the first half stats, and a little bit lopsided in favor of the Sentinels. That'll have to balance out. You heard the head coach, Coach Rickards, for the Mustangs, talking about the adjustments that need to be made. They're in the locker room right now, making those adjustments. We'll see what happens here in the second half. Stick around. Third quarter action coming up. Friday Night Rivals, presented by America First Credit Union, returns right after the break. Stick around.
This halftime report was brought to you by Sugar House Furniture.
For no matter what crosses your path, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun and worked hard so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the aids.
Coleman Knitting Mill's nonprofit division, Letterman's of Love, provides Letterman jackets for deserving student athletes throughout Utah. This year, they have partnered with the Tony Finau Foundation, whose mission is to empower and inspire youth and their families to achieve their best through education, wellness, and recreation. Scan the QR code on your screen to join the Letterman's of Love movement and support the Tony Finau Foundation. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
For refreshingly good service, get coverage confidence with AAA insurance.
So they do a little smoky, kind of like LeBron does, you know, with the chalk, the clap. Students do it here, and it's just starting to clear out barely.
Yeah, we need a little more wind.
Frank, you're back. Oh, there you are. Hey, R.C. Willie would like to recognize a standout member. Why are you running away? There he is. He went to get the bed, the pillow. Here tonight to receive the R.C. Willie Extra Mile Award is Lila Slade. She's dedicated to Herriman School's extraordinary PTSA. She's the president and a very involved parent for multiple activities. To be your best, it starts with getting a good night's rest. R.C. Willie's given Lila that Bed Gear Storm Performance pillow so she can sleep great, wake up energized. Thank you, Lila Slade, for going the extra mile. R.C. Willey has top mattress brands to help you sleep as well. R.C. Willey, your home, your way. Thanks, Frank. Look at Frank creeping away like, am I done?
Well,
then she high-fives everyone.
So I wanted to get out of the shot when she was high-fiving everyone. Yeah, so I didn't know how to do that.
All right, it's time for this.
Welcome to Herriman. You're at the ranch and it's game day! Tonight's a rival game against Mountain Ridge. Our theme is blackout. Let's get that win, Mustangs. We have a great tradition here at Herriman. Pregame at 6:30. See you there. We're your senior cheerleaders. Tonight is senior night at Herriman. Let's celebrate our amazing girls and get the win for the seniors. We can't forget it's the football boys senior night too. Let's go, Mustangs. When Mountain Ridge sees these, that means they're scoring touchdowns and picking up yards. Make sure to check out the herd, our amazing student section, showing their Mustang pride. Comp season is right around the corner. We can't wait to build on our success from last year. The Herriman Cheer would like to thank all of our great sponsors. We couldn't do it without you guys. You're amazing. We wouldn't be where we are without our amazing coaches. If you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram at Herriman High Cheerleaders. Go Mustangs!
How about that? Now, Matt Smith does such a great job of those. He's also our red hat. That's the person who lets the refs know when we're in a timeout. This is the second week in a row. He says, I got to school this morning to shoot this, and they didn't have school today. Corner Canyon last week, they didn't have school on Friday. There seems to be a lot of students taking Friday off. Or whatever. All right, here comes Troy Ellerman. And Ellerman up just beyond the 25, 27-yard line. So Haramman trailing in this game. 14-8 will have the ball first. Let's take a look at the players to watch for that Haramman offense and what they did in the first half.
Well, the Herriman offense has struggled mightily in the first half. They've got to get something going. Just 27 yards in the air from Messer. Felipe, 21 yards on the ground. Love, 1 reception, 10 yards. The scoring came, as you remember, from the defensive side of the ball. McCray Parker with the pick 6.
Yeah, only 49 yards of total offense, while Mountain Ridge has 169 yards of total offense. They just have not been able to get anything going. And again, just a lot of white hats on this stop.
That time Butterfield got to the legs of the ball carrier immediately. Felipe really had no place to go.
So he gets 2, second down and 8. And again, this time trying to get to the outside is Isaac Larson. And 2 more. But you can't keep getting 2 yards.
The math doesn't work out.
It doesn't add up.
No, that Mountain Ridge defensive front is so disruptive at the line of scrimmage immediately in the backfield as soon as the handoff occurs.
Yeah, I believe that was either Trey Briggs or Uluabe, the linebackers that got in there, and Stefan Toki is the one that finished it off.
Third down, 6. Messer to throw. Pressure's coming. Gets rid of it. And first down yardage. Big hit on Tate Love, but not before he's got the Master Auto Tech first down.
Yeah, Butterfield is not afraid to put his shoulder into somebody.
34 tackles on the season. Yeah, you're right, Frank.
Just coming on a little crossing route. Yeah, this Herriman offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm. They had 0 rhythm in the first half.
Ooh, high snap. And Messer. And he turns this disaster into a first down. And his helmet is ripped off. Now, you wonder if he's going to have to come off or if it was torn off.
Yeah, if the helmet gets torn off like that, you would think it would be a penalty, like a face mask penalty.
Yeah, the coaches are going bananas on the sideline.
Yeah, it did. Jackson Brown just pulled that right off. So he'll come to the sideline for one play. There he is. He's like, all right, helmet's back. I'm good. So first down. And they'll just direct snap this to Sweeney, the backup quarterback, and he hands off. And they'll get another yard. And back will come Tyler Messer.
We haven't seen as much of the Messer running offense as we have during the year so far, and their 7 victories coming into this game. He has been effective with his feet, but Frank, they've been mostly broken plays.
Absolutely.
Pitch, Felipe. And Felipe, good yardage. This is going to bring up about a 3rd and 3. This is what they like to do, is run the ball.
I'm telling you, coming into this game, what we had anticipated was that we would get a heavy dose of that ground game from Haramman. In years past, back in the day when they won the championship, they were a team that just leaned on you for 3 quarters and then wore you out in the 4th quarter. They just bury you.
Oh, little flip that goes nowhere. They're averaging 2.9 yards per rush. That's not what an offense like this really likes to do. And Felipe ran right into the defense there. So 4th and 2 now.
Yeah, Uluabe was supposed to set the edge on that weak side, and they come back with that reverse to that opposite side, and Uluabe was right there.
All right, 4th and 2. Big 4th down here for Herriman. On their first drive of this second half, Felipe's got it. We ran right into the heart of that linebacker group. Yeah, Butterfield says,
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Getting ready to roll for your summer road trip? Trust Victor's to make sure your ride is safe and roadworthy. We'll top off your fluids and make sure you'll be cool on the road. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
Let's go take some turns. A common phrase at a university at the foot of some of the best snow-covered mountains in the world. Another common phrase on the University of Utah campus: unsurpassed societal impact. Sure, it's lofty, but it motivates the care in our hospitals, the research in our labs across campus, and the real-world applications of our breakthroughs. Innovation and impact. It's what you get from a university that is always looking up.
You know you can trust Victor's Tires. Of course you can trust Victor's for tires. And when you're ready for those new wheels, you'll find them at Victor's too. Whether it's tires or wheels, Victor's makes financing easy for everyone. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
let's go back to that previous play. Watch Bridger Butterfield. Nope. I'll have none of that.
I think the thing that you love about what you're seeing from this Mountain Ridge defense is that it's not just one guy. Now, Bridger Butterfield was the first man in, but then there was a host of white shirts coming in and helping out.
Yeah, he slowed the play down, made the first hit, and then the posse arrived. All right, so first down there here for Jackson Hunt and his offense. And Ashton Gates gets the first carry. Let's take a look at our players to watch for the Mountain Ridge offense. Good first half for Jackson, Dilemma.
Yeah, I had that big long touchdown pass early on, 115 yards, but 1 interception. Dumas, 3 targets, 1 reception, and -1 yards. But Cohen Cunningham, 6 receiving or catches, 10 yards on the Mountain Ridge offensive side, and really the guy that got the work done was Titan DeYoung with that long touchdown catch to get the scoring started in this game.
Tyson Ewing tells me that Hunt started 9 of 11 for 101 yards, and they scored those 2 touchdowns. Since then, he's 4 of 8 for 14 yards and an interception. So defensively, Herriman has definitely harassed him, but they just don't have any offense to match.
And give credit to that Mountain Ridge defense. because I think that they play a big part in what Herriman has been able to do or not been able to do offensively.
Third and 7. Jackson Hunt second in 6A in passing yards. And as we mentioned, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in 6A.
The clock just was winding down. They needed to take another timeout. They used all 3 of their timeouts in the first half.
They tried to use 4.
That's true.
First charge timeout of the second half.
By the way, I've got some breaking news. It turns out, remember when I told you guys I thought there might have been a UFO overhead?
Yes.
I might have been wrong. No, oh, look, the moon just went. It was the moon, and there it is. Wow, this just feels like Halloween, doesn't it? There it is. See it creeping out?
Yeah.
You were right, 11. That's the moon.
I was in Park City last summer, and I thought we were being invaded by UFO, like by, creatures, Martians or something.
Wow, really?
And we stopped the vehicle and we watched this thing unfolding, close encounters right in front of us. Turns out it was Starlink being deployed.
What? The
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk thing.
Yes.
The satellite.
Yes, it was fascinating.
Wow. I didn't know you could see that with a naked eye. All right, third down. Here we go. Jackson Hunt. And Hunt firing downfield, and it's caught shy of the 30, but out of bounds near the 30 goes Lincoln Twilley.
Nice job this time, Jackson Hunt. 3-man rush, so you got 8 dropping in coverage, and that means that you got to be able to buy some extra time for somebody to get open downfield. Jackson Hunt does that by rolling out and is able to find Twilley for the first down.
28 yards on the pickup. Oh, I love that little. Oh, it's like a double reverse fake. And then Cunningham ends up with it, and it didn't fool anyone.
They got that straight from Provo, Utah.
Well,
wow.
The funny thing about that is the players were out of position on the first reverse and then got back into position because of the double reverse and made the stop.
Second and short. Hunt firing downfield, trying to hit Cunningham, but not able to thread the needle.
So that brings up third and long.
Yeah, way long.
But they are in that funny position on the field, so they may go for it on fourth down no matter where they end up if they don't pick up a first.
They're 4 of 10 in this game on their third down conversions. But they are 1 for 1 in this particular drive. We'll see what they've got here, and they need to get just inside the University of Utah red zone. And Hunt being harassed. And the ball's caught. Did he tiptoe and stay in? How about that catch? DeYoung.
DeYoung has come up with some big plays. He made a miraculous catch in the first quarter that he turned into a touchdown. And this time, Hunt has to roll out once again to buy extra time. He's just going to throw it up to his playmaker and say, make a play for me. Great job by DeYoung. Yeah. Gets 1 foot in.
He actually got both. Didn't even need him. 16 yards on the pickup.
Player down for Herriman on the far sideline.
Yeah, it looks like maybe cramping over there. Looks like they're just trying to stretch him out a little bit.
Another beautiful night, though. I feel like it's almost warmer now than it was at the start of this game.
How would you know anything about the weather?
Hey, I stepped out.
Sitting up there in the booth.
Wait a minute.
For you to say that.
I stepped out on the balcony and took a look.
You're in a temperature-controlled booth.
On this balcony.
And making commentary.
And I have the windows open.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful night. It's a great view from the balcony. Looking back to the west.
That's Dave's Marie Antoinette moment right there.
We're still in the sweet spot, though, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com.
Or you can jump on the app like we all do.
We all do that. We love the app.
Get our banking done on the app. So convenient. Speaking of the weather, tomorrow's supposed to be a little chilly.
Yeah, we're taking a big
look. We've got Little League games going on tomorrow.
According to my source, Chase Thomason, we're looking at like 25 to 30 degree drop with snow in the mountains. All right, here we go. First down. And a little jet sweep for Cohen Cunningham. And great yardage inside the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you, getting ready for this Mountain Ridge offense, if you're anybody who's trying to defend this Nick Robbins offensive, all the plays that are part of this offense, I'll tell you, it's an arsenal that Robbins unleashes every week.
Absolutely, it is. Second and short. And Hunt. That was high and out of bounds. So third down coming. Herriman's been here before. Their defense has actually held up. We'll see what they've got now.
The Herriman defense has held up, like you said, Dave. They've done their job for the most part tonight and limited this Mountain Ridge offense after that first quarter of play. But on the other side of the ball, Alema, a different story for Herriman offensively.
They've got to get some kind of rhythm, some kind of flow. But to this point, and again, I give credit to that Mountain Ridge defense. They've made it difficult.
3rd and 2. And they're stopped again. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
Yeah, that front seven that time for Herriman, there was no place to run.
You know, listening to you guys describe what is going on here with this Herriman team almost makes me feel like you said the same thing a year ago about Utah. Almost identical.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. No, we don't want that again.
Yeah.
3 for 3 on 4th downs in this game. They need a yard. And the push, they're going to get it, but not by much. Ofisa.
Ooh, I mean,
he got pushed back.
He's held short of the 5-yard line. First down.
Yeah, they're giving it to him. They're going to move the chains.
And that was just one-on-one. Ofisa got met in the hole by Tuia.
So now you've got 1st and goal, leading 14-8. And Mountain Ridge, they haven't scored since back in the first quarter. Well, neither team has. And here we go. And Hunt, there's a flag down. There's a touchdown for now. It almost feels like a pick play.
Well, I wonder if the motion turned up early. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 players in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You don't see the 2 people in motion from that angle. But I think that might be the second time that's been called on Mountain Ridge. They've got a lot of motion, a lot of shifting in their offense.
All right, so 1st to goal, but they're back outside the 10-yard line, and Hunt's looking. And Hunt to the corner, open, got it. Twilly, but again, the defense converges. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
It's 3rd down, familiar situations for Mountain Ridge tonight. And they've been successful on 3rd and 4th down.
Well, they scored 4th and goal at the 1-yard line in the first half.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gates in the backfield. Gates has the ball, and Gates runs into a wall, actually falls forward for a couple. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 1.
No, they'll put him at the 3 yard
back
line.
him up?
Yeah,
Okay.
3
Well, the
yard
VAR
line.
official moved up. Oh, now he's backing up. You see him angling back?
Yeah.
Kind of being real coy about it?
Yes. Well, he didn't see the knee go down from that far side, and so he creeped up to where the ball ended up. The near side official had it right from the start.
3rd and goal. And this time, the pitch to Gates. And Gates.
Oh, he stopped.
Is stopped right in front of Frank.
1 yard line.
Yeah, he would land it on top of the defender, Tuia, and they'll give him progress to where he reached that ball out inside the 1 or very near the 1 yard line.
So they're 4 for 4 on 4th downs, but I think they're running the field goal team out there.
They are.
Boy, that's when you're really nervous about this defense. When you got 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, I don't know if it's nervous about the defense as much. They are confident in their own defense. And
well, that's a good point.
Holding the Herriman offense.
They also have a great kicker. Aiden Robinson has hit 8 field goals this season.
There's 12 men on the field right now for Haramman. And so that's a penalty that'll be half. Does it change mind?
Half the distance, and they're looking over at the coach.
Defense, 12 players in formation.
Yeah, he's going to run the
Half the
offense
distance
back
to the
out
goal.
there. So
4th down.
I don't know. I mean, the difference between why don't you just leave the offense out there in the first place? But sure.
Well,
I mean, 1 yard versus half a yard. But here we go. This is the call, and that's what they're going to do.
Coach Rickards asking why he didn't have a chance to call timeout. They weren't ready to snap the ball, but the officials threw the flag, and here we go.
I like Jackson Hunt on a keeper here.
Well, they've had a good push at the offensive line so far tonight.
Hunt under center. We haven't seen much of that. There's your tush push. And that literally got him into the end zone. The old tush push.
Flags, flags, flags. A little frustration under the pile here.
Hunt got a little banged up on that play.
Yeah,
he's limping a little.
He is skimpy. A little hitch in his giddy up. Let's see what the calls are here, but that touchdown should be good.
I'm not sure if they're not going to get a assisting the runner penalty here.
Yeah, dead ball.
Okay.
Personal foul.
On the defense, most likely, which means they would assess that on the kick. Unless you want to take it here and go for another one.
Touchdown is good.
Two-pointer.
After the play, personal foul. Defense, number 72. Penalty will be enforced 15 yards on the kickoff. Untimed down for the try.
Okay, so 20-8 now. And the point after is up and good. And we talk so much about this Mountain Ridge offense, but they're holding a team that averages 41 points a game to just 8 points.
The challenges of college are easier to overcome when you're embraced by community. Surrounded by beauty. Inspired by quality. And empowered by opportunity. It's all here at Weber State. Find your brilliance.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by R.C. Willey, Sunbelt Rentals, Utah State University, and Fanex. Well, that took up a lot of this third quarter. 2:45 to play in the third, and Mountain Ridge gets another score. We talked about that penalty that will be assessed on this kickoff. So they'll be kicking off. I think this thing's going clean out of the stadium.
I think this is where you go onside kick here.
Yeah, I think you're right, Alima.
I mean, the worst thing that could happen is, to give them the ball at the 35.
There's your scoring summary brought to you by RGS Exteriors, our good friends at RGS. And Herriman's going to get the ball at about the 17-yard line. On that drive, Mountain Ridge guys, they were 2 for 4 on third down, 2 for 2 on fourth down, and Hunt was 5 for 6 for 59 yards. Just very efficient drive all the way through. Well, as we've been harping on, this Herriman offense has got to figure out something if he wants to stay in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've just been so out of rhythm, ineffective tonight. Give credit, like Alima says, to Mountain Ridge and that defense being disruptive. Look at this.
There's a quick play. And the quick hitter to Roberts. And Roberts gets all the way past midfield before he's finally brought down. The big tight end. That's only his 6th reception of the season, but it was a big one.
Yeah, maybe throw it to that guy more often.
38 yards on the pickup. He's had 57 yards total all year. And nearly matched that on 1 reception. So here we go. A little something to energize his team as Felipe takes the handoff and gets nothing.
Cutler Whitaker, linebacker, comes in with 45 tackles, couple of sacks. He's the first guy to get to Felipe's legs and bring him down.
We're going to have a delay here with the lightning. It's right on top of the stadium.
No.
Delayed due to lightning.
Wow.
Well, Alima, make some room in the Mac Shack.
Oh, my. Well, there's a light show in the sky right now.
Well, okay.
So the rules for lightning are 5-mile radius. You can resume play after there has not been lightning for 30 minutes.
And you empty the stands. Everybody's heading out to their vehicles.
Take a look. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Is the Mac Shack insulated?
It is lightning.
Yeah, go on in there, Frank.
Yeah, I'm heading in.
Yeah, you're good. Trust me.
I'm making room.
Don't worry about all that
I'm welcoming
metal all
Frank
over.
back into the Mac Shack.
It's grounded because of the rubber tires.
I thought I'd gotten rid of Frank, but he's back. We'll make room for him in here. I have a feeling, Foxy, that this is going on across the state right now. Getting reports from some of the other games that we're streaming on Apollo streams that we've had lightning delay at Pleasant Grove earlier this evening.
Yeah, and especially south of Lemon, because that's kind of where it's coming from.
Hasn't interrupted the BYU West Virginia game yet.
That's the most interesting part of when they just empty the place out. We've been involved with a number of these over the years.
I knew it. It was just getting like.
Yeah. Remember we had one a couple years ago when East was playing Skyline.
Yeah.
And it was near halftime. It was about 30 seconds to go in the half, and East was just pummeling them. They were up by like 40-0. And when they came back, I was like, okay, you're not going to play the last 10 seconds of the first half and take another full halftime, right? And the officials were like, no,
right.
We'll just keep playing right through it. But that was a late night. We had another one on an opening night at Brighton a couple of years ago.
I remember that.
And then last year at Bountiful, we had one, if you remember, against Woods Cross. That was about a half-hour one.
Lightning delay several years back at Highland High School. Can you see the lightning strikes? See our scissor lift retracting, and visitor side of the ranch here is what they call the stadium at Herriman.
Hey, while we're waiting, check this out. It's time for the Tony Finau Foundation and Coleman Knitting Mills Letterman's of Love jacket giveaway. Coleman Knitting Mills is presenting Letterman's jacket to Brooklyn Rasmussen. She's the captain of the girls' soccer team and a 3-year varsity contributor. She's a multi-sport athlete and a big contributor on the basketball team as well, all while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. That's Keith Pulley with KUTV. Oh, that's a good-looking jacket. I like that zip hood. That's sweet. The Tony Finau Foundation and Coleman Knitting Mills, proud to honor her achievements with this Letterman's jacket, Coleman Knitting Mills, quality that lasts a lifetime. How about that?
That is sharp, because they have all kinds of options as far as the jacket is concerned. You can get the zip-up hoodie. You can get different colors on the sleeves. Obviously, you can customize every aspect of your Letterman's jacket.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to break away. And we're going to pick up one of our previous games and let you enjoy that. It was Corner Canyon and Lone Peak, and we all remember what a wild game that was. So we'll let you watch that while we get through this weather delay, and we'll be back as soon as things have cleared up. Here on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader?
It's first alert weather with precision you won't get here. So there's no surprise when you head out the door.
This is what we call an urban heat island.
It's live breaking news on scene with the stories that will impact your day.
We're really getting a look at some of these road closures and how it is impacting traffic.
It's the power of the live desk. Live news as it happens around the block or around the world.
Where others follow, 2 News takes the lead.
That's what makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader.
2 nights,
2 games,
2 stations,
1 place for the best local prep football.
Utah's Sports Network on KJazz and KMYU.
Live,
local,
high school football. The best 2 games from around the state.
Every week.
America First Credit Union. Thursday Night Lights and Friday Night Rivals. Live on KJazz and KMYU.
Twice the football.
Double the action.
Streaming live on KUTV.com. Presented by R.C. Willie.
Urban Meyer built college football dynasties.
Football is a way of life.
Mark Ingram II ran his way to a Heisman.
I'm gonna do the rest of the show with this thing.
Rob Stone calls it like he sees it. This is the Triple Option, where legends tackle the biggest headlines in college football and the NFL with guests who don't hold back.
You're not winning with that owner. Wow.
It's football talk that hits harder than game day. The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the talk of the town.
Everybody is just getting so excited.
More than just the facts. We discuss the effects with your take on what's happening right now. Real issues.
That fire has burned about 5,000 acres.
Real conversation.
All relationships kind of boil down to these 5 elements.
And just a little bit of small talk.
So I'm kind of a techie guy.
Mary, do we need to be here for this?
Join the conversation with Ron, Mary, and Lindsay. Arc Salt Lake. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on KJazz 14.
There's a new way you can be part of the 2 News team with text to tip.
Save this number to your phone, 385-341-0699.
You can text, send photos or videos of breaking news, or just call us. That's text to tip, 385-341-0699.
The Food Nanny joins the 2 News at Noon team.
Discover your next family favorite meal every weekday at noon. Food is life, and you've got to be enjoying it. Join me every weekday on 2 News at noon and get all my recipes at KUTV.com.
Twice the football.
Double the action.
America First Credit Union. Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals on KJazz and KMYU.
Live,
Local.
high school football.
Streaming live on KUTV.com.
Breaking news that impacts your day.
That's what makes.
Welcome back. And here come the Knights of Lone Peak coming in at 4-1. And now we have the national anthem. So we'll pause for that. So there you go. We are set to go here. Region 3 battle. Again, Lone Peak 4-1, but they're actually 4-0 in Utah. And the one loss, they never even finished the game, 11. They were playing both Bishop Norman in Vegas, and the game was cut short in the third quarter because of some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, it depends on who you get your reporting from, but the word was that they were doing well in that game, and then the game ends up getting called. So you move on. On to the next thing.
Corner Canyon comes in 5-0 with some pretty impressive out-of-state wins. They were at West Broward, Florida in week 2 and won that game 38-13. And we had them against Liberty, Arizona, the defending state champs, 2-time defending state champs out of Arizona. And Corner Canyon really handled them.
Yeah, 45-14 was the final score there, and we thought that might be an early test for Corner Canyon. Didn't turn out to be that, and didn't play out that way. I think that this is really the test. Is going to be region play starting, and what a way to start region play, right? Go up against Lone Peak.
Yeah, we've got them again. Corner Canyon, and it's again next week against Sky Ridge.
Yeah,
on KJazz TV as we kind of get into that Region 3 schedule. It looks like Frank Dolce standing by with Bart Brockbank.
All right, Coach. Thanks, Dave. Well, this is a big game tonight. I know they're all big games, but in a rivalry situation like this, do you do any preparation that's different during this week?
As far as prep goes, probably not, but I definitely think as the season goes on and you get ready for teams like this in our region, we're expecting more out of our kids, especially not making the same mistakes they were making earlier on. And then the kids view it different, so they definitely get a little more excited.
Absolutely. Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Frank. Let's take a look at our keys to the game. We have those. A lemma.
Well, if you're Corner Canyon, you're rolling in here. If you know, then act like you know. You know what I'm saying? And what that really means is that you are the #1 team, and you're the ones that are on the top of the mountain right now. You defend that mountain. For Lone Peak, if they can't score, they can't win. Lone Peak, they're about defense. Defense still wins championships. See the defense on display here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen a team not score and win. So good point, Alema.
Very,
big hit.
Very rarely happens, Alema.
Yeah,
it's an excellent point.
Trying to figure out when that might happen. Let's take a look at our players to watch for the offense for Corner Canyon.
Well, the players to watch, obviously, number 2, Herriman Kasuga is the centerpiece for this Corner Canyon offense, starting to settle in now. Kai Meza is that main target from the receiving core, along with Mayberry. Mayberry's got 3 touchdown receptions on the year, along with Meza with 3.
And very first play of the game, and how about the push from that offensive line, and good yardage for Jackson Caruth, who's starting in the backfield for Corner Canyon. Defensive players to watch for Lone Peak, brought to you by Robert J. DeBry.
Well, we talked about Anthony Grimmer, that middle linebacker, and how important he is, along with Monga, the other linebacker. Monga's got 3 sacks on the season, and Tao Tanavasa in the safety position with 1 interception on the year.
Ball is out. Is it a fumble?
I think
and they're saying it's down. Yeah, that was close. So that's Weston Briggs on this carry. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that was a helmet on the ball.
Yeah.
Great job defensively. That was coming up and knocking the ball right out of the ball carrier's hands. That's how you do it.
So instead of Lone Peak recovering, it's a 3rd and 1. Briggs stays in the backfield along with Herriman Kasuga, the Texas A&M commit in his senior season. And what a year he has had. And Kasuga's first pass of the game, but he's going to take off. And Kasuga, he just barely gets it. It is out again. And this time, Lone Peak says they've got it.
Yep. Yeah, that ball clearly out before Kasuga was down.
Wow, 2 fumbles in the first few plays, and the second one the Knights recovered. This kind of reminds me of yesterday when we opened that Skyridge Lehigh game with turnovers.
And so often when you're fighting for those extra yards, you see Kasuga try to reach that ball out, and they were able to get to it and knock it out. That was Saad Tanavasa, I think, that was able to get the ball out of his hands coming up and making that play. But that was a team tackle right there from that Lone Peak defense.
So the Lone Peak offense led by Cruz Christensen, the senior, as Kepa Niamatolu has been banged up and not in the lineup tonight. And here we go, number 3, that's Keenan Pula, one of the Pula twins, trying to get that edge. And Keenan ends up with offense.
Well, you got the Pula twins, Jaron and Kenan, and they're both fantastic and very dynamic. Cruz Christensen will be a quarterback, but he's not unfamiliar with this situation. There was a couple of games of suspension for Kepa Niamatolu at the beginning of the year. Cruz Christensen has done a really nice job. The truth is, Lone Peak's got a couple of really good quarterbacks in both Kepa and in Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz actually has more time at quarterback for Lone Peak this season than Kepa, almost 600 yards of passing. And they'll go to that ground attack, and what a push all the way up as we take a look at the defensive players to watch for Corner Canyon.
There's a good look at him. That's Josh Harris, number 21, 3 interceptions on the season. He is a true ball hawk. You got Mason Wood at the linebacker position, and Jaden Pierce with 3 sacks on the year on that defensive line.
So 3rd and short. They need about 2 yards. And Tate Barney into the backfield, the senior who's gotten most of the work this year in the backfield for Lone Peak. And here we go. And Christensen to throw. Gets a good block. Pass is caught. And that's Jaron Pula, one of the other Pulas.
I talked with the Corner Canyon defensive coach and said, how do you handle the Pula twins? Said, well, we're not going to get physical with them at the line of scrimmage. We're not going to do this, press coverage on them. I said, that would probably be in vain, because they're big. They're 6'4" each, and they can get around you. And that's the danger that you deal with, is if you give them cushion, then they're going to be able to make plays like that, come back on a 5-yard comeback and get the ball.
Lone Peak trying to turn that turnover into points. Tate Barney in the backfield next to Christensen. And Barney's, it's a reverse. It's a reverse, and it's Jaron Pula again. And a good pickup on first down is going to lead a 2nd and short.
Oh, good play action right here as far as the handoff was concerned before flipping it back to Pula. And it got the whole defense flowing to the right side of the formation. And then they come back on the left side and enough room for a nice gain on first down.
Boy, you're right, Alema. Great ball fake. Really sold that. Sold me. 2nd and short. And Barney right up the middle, lowers the head, and Barney's going to be right on that line. I mean, he is right on it.
First down.
Yep.
There you go.
Brown got to him, got to his legs, but he already had too much momentum going forward and ends up picking up the first down.
And he's into the University of Utah red zone, always climbing to reach the goals of unsurpassed impact into the red zone. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com. Christensen to throw. And Christensen's going to dump it off to Barney, who drops it. That's an incomplete pass. He was turning to run before he caught it, right, Frank?
You know, watch these running backs are notorious. When a quarterback lays a ball in their hand perfectly, hand delivers it, so to speak, and he turns his head upfield and leaves it on the turf.
Let's be real, it could have been a better throw.
Travis Kelce said the same thing the other night.
I'd say quarterback's fault.
So 2nd down, and Sean Tahi now into the game. He's banged up a little bit throughout this season, but he's back now. Fake to Tahi, pass caught, Pula, and Pula puts on a move and dives ahead for a first down. It looks like it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
Jaron Pula had 4 defenders around him, Frank, and I don't know how you defend it any better than that, but a nice job by Christensen to just drill it in there and give Pula an opportunity to make a play.
Excuse me, 11. They're saying it's 2nd down, but look, the box is right on the sticks.
Oh, let's.
Okay, now they moved.
Now they're going.
The sticks they didn't want to leave. The chain gang didn't want to leave. So an early report from Frank Dolce on that.
Yeah, the chain gang was reluctant to leave. They didn't get confirmation from the referee crew. You know what? I'm going to say the chain gang standing their ground was the right move until you have confirmation on the field.
Absolutely.
From the 8-yard line, 1st and goal, Knights.
Frank telling it like it is.
Yeah, I think this chain gang has come up through the Ute Conference ranks, you know. A lot of training.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, and Shantahi spins ahead to the 5.
Good blocking up front that time. Pulling some of the linemen from the right side to kick out on left side. Tahi able to just put his head down and pick up a few yards there.
Alemo, and when you're running through the line of scrimmage like that in between the tackles, how many times are you taking friendly fire? Because Tahi just took a shot from his offensive guard.
Yeah, right there. You're right.
He did, yes. That happens. That was Bot Mulatalo.
Was that Bot? Yeah, when Bot hits you, you know it.
Yeah, you're going to feel that one.
Yeah, that friendly fire is not so friendly.
2nd and goal. Christensen to throw. Is looking left the whole way. Nearly intercepted. I mean, Jackson Evans had that in his hands.
Talk about running before you had the ball. Jackson Evans had 95 yards of green in front of him. That should have been intercepted. And that is one of those things in a game like this, Alema. First of all, the mistake on the pass, but you survive it because a clean interception is dropped. We'll see if Lone Peak can take advantage.
3rd and goal. 10th play of this drive. And remember, they recovered that fumble right around the 40-yard line. Again, Christensen to throw. That pass is caught. It's a touchdown for Pula.
That time, a little bit of a gamble, Frank. They try to bring some pressure to try to get to Cruz Christensen, but that means you got one-on-one coverage on Jaron Pula, and Pula was just a move outside and then back inside on the slant, an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
He's such a nice target going into the end zone. He has that big body, and the catch radius enormous.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Point after is up and good, so turnover turns into points. And one of the Twins delivers on America First Credit Union's Friday night rival.
Utah Royals on KMYU. Utah Royals on KMYU.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader?
It's first alert weather with precision you won't get here. So there's no surprise when you head out the door.
This is what we call an urban heat island.
It's live breaking news on scene with the stories that will impact your day.
We're really getting a look at some of these road closures and how it is impacting traffic.
It's the power of the live desk. Live news.
Utah Royals on KMYU.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader?
It's first alert weather with precision you won't get here. So there's no surprise when you head out the door.
This is what we call an urban heat island.
It's live breaking news on scene with the stories that will impact your day.
We're really getting a look at some
Utah Royals on KMYU.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news?
Utah Royals on KMYU.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader?
It's first alert weather with precision you won't get here. So there's no surprise when you head out the door.
This is what we call an urban heat island.
It's live breaking news on scene with the stories that will impact your day.
We're really getting a look at some of these road closures and how it is impacting traffic.
It's the power of the live desk. Live news as it happens around the block or around the world.
Where others follow, 2 News takes the lead.
That's what makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader.
2 nights,
2 games,
2 stations,
1 place for the best local prep football.
Utah. Utah Royals on KMYU.
What makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader?
It's first alert weather with precision you won't get here. So there's no surprise when you head out the door.
This is what we call an urban heat island.
It's live breaking news on scene with the stories that will impact your day.
We're really getting a look at some of these road closures and how it is impacting traffic.
It's the power of the live desk. Live news as it happens around the block or around the world.
Where others follow, 2 News takes the lead.
That's what makes 2 News this morning Utah's news leader.
2 nights,
2 games,
2 stations,
1 place for the best local prep football.
Utah's Sports Network on KJazz and KMYU.
Live, local, high school football. The best 2 games from around the state.
Every week.
America First Credit Union. Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals. Live on KJazz and KMYU.
Twice the football.
Double the action.
Streaming live on KUTV.com. Presented by R.C. Willie.
Urban Meyer built college football dynasties.
Football is a way of life.
Mark Ingram II ran his way to a Heisman.
I'm gonna do the rest of the show with this thing.
Rob Stone calls it like he sees it. This is the Triple Option, where legends tackle the biggest headlines in college football.
Utah Royals on KMYU.
Jaron Pula, wide receiver at Lone Peak High School. I'm the strongest man alive.
All right, strongest man alive, really. Wow. Player cards brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. Big Region 3 opening weekend. Last night had a great game as Skyridge outlasted Lehigh in what was just an incredible night of just great play after great play.
That's a great description of it. Skyridge outlasting Lehigh.
Yeah, it literally did.
It's like it got to the 12th round. It's like, who's still standing here?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll see what we get tonight, but early on, turnovers already a factor. So here we go again, and this kickoff sails into and out of the end zone for a Victor's Tires touchback.
Well, we saw this last night where Lehigh went up a couple of touchdowns after turnovers from Sky Ridge, and now a turnover that turned into a touchdown for Corner Canyon. I'm curious to watch and see how Herriman Kasuga comes out and handles this next series.
So Kasuga, first play is going to be Weston Briggs on the handoff, and 5 yards for Weston. McGee's Awards and Engravings, it's time to be recognized. McGee's Awards and Engravings, they'll have our Champions Trophy for us after the game. Second down. And Kasuga looks right, goes back left. He's going to take off, and Kasuga caught about 2 yards shy of the first down, and it's that man, Anthony Grimmer.
Yeah, great form tackle in the open field. Grimmer able to keep Kasuga from getting that first down.
And on the ground, just fighting his way through that hole is Kingston Cooper, and he's got enough for a strong auto first down.
Picks up the first down for the Chargers. He's stopped by Tony Grimmer.
About Coach Kerr and the way that he runs his offense, there's so much that goes on as far as the passing game is concerned, but Briggs and Cooper do a nice job keeping that defense honest.
Kasuga, downfield pass is caught, or short at any rate, and Landon Kerr comes up with the reception.
Nice job just kind of sneaking into the middle of the field right there.
Landon, of course, the nephew, head coach Eric Kerr. Second and short. Dancing his way through a crowd of Lone Peak Knights, and Grimmer's there again. I suspect there's a big night coming for Anthony Grimmer.
Yes.
4 tackles already.
Yeah, that time forcing Kingston Cooper to kind of try to navigate traffic in the backfield.
I mean, they haven't run that many more plays than Ford. He's had a tackle on all of them. And this time, Cooper's able to get outside. Oh, takes a huge hit at the end of that.
Yeah,
Pula's on the sideline.
Well, Pula is starting on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Yeah, but hit him on the sideline and kind of. Oh, and then he threw his helmet off. I wonder if this could go offsetting. They've had some great battles over the years. A little bit of a rivalry here. Here we go. Let's get the call. There could be a lot to unpack on this one.
After the play, personal foul face mask on the offense, number 24.
Oh my.
15-yard penalty. It will be 1st and 10 for Corner Canyon.
That's an interesting call to me.
Very much so.
Because it seemed clear, and we had the replay in slow motion as opposed to watching live action. But that looked like a late hit from Pula. But they're instead going to call the penalty on Cooper for getting the helmet of Pula and basically ripping the helmet off.
Well, and there's no doubt that happened.
Yes.
But I thought it was both. That's why I thought it'd be offsetting. All right, Kasuga back to pass. That pass is tipped. Tipped at the line. It looks like Tavita Monga got the big paw.
Well, I talked about this front seven for Lone Peak. They get a huge push this time and get into the passing lane. And a great job by Monga to get in there and get a hand on the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Kasuga, plenty of time, takes his time, fires, incomplete, as a couple of Knights converged on that one, including Cooper Stosich. That's him.
Looking for his main target, which is Kai Meza. A game that we did earlier this year against Corner Canyon versus Liberty. Meza had a huge game.
Headed to Minnesota. He's averaging right around 90 yards a game receiving.
Yeah, it's interesting. Minnesota recruiting pretty heavily here in the state of Utah. They were at the game last night. I expect that they got somebody here.
Third down.
Tonight.
Kasuga going deep downfield. Got a couple of receivers open and caught inside the University of Utah red zone by Isaiah Morris.
Flag down.
And way back.
10 yards past the line of scrimmage. It's at the first down marker.
So I wonder if they've got an offensive lineman downfield.
But it looks like it's going against Lone Peak.
Yeah,
Corner Canyon on the move.
55 yards on the reception. They're talking to Eric Kerr. And everyone's moving south.
Defensive holding. How about the amount of time, Alema, Kasuga had to throw and the way that he stepped up in the pocket and stayed calm?
That penalty will be declined. First down.
Yeah, it's so easy for a quarterback to feel the pressure or maybe the pocket's collapsing and start to take off and run. That time, Kasuga doing a great job with some poise in the pocket and then able to launch a strike down the field.
So they're going to have the ball right at the 10-yard line, but it is a first and goal. Cannot get a first down. Weston Briggs, and Briggs cuts back and very close to the end zone. They'll call this down at about the 2.
Well, flag coming in late. Briggs looks like he's trying to adjust his helmet. Not sure if he got a hand to the face or.
Kingston Stroshine and number 3, Kenan Kula on the stop for the Knights.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 on the defense.
Oh boy.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 72 on the offense. Those penalties will offset. They both have one unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, that'll be critical for Munga. Munga's going to have to make sure that he doesn't get into any more trouble as far as unsportsmanlike type penalties. Trying to see there it is.
Oh yeah, you see right up there. All right, so here we go. Kasuga to throw. Corner caught. Well, he was headed corner, ended up going right over the middle. Lucas Jackson has the touchdown, and the Knights now a point after away from tying it up. Do we have another flag?
Probably a celebration flag.
I know it's the rule, but it's a terrible rule.
And I would say, too, that, the officiating crew, they know how big this game is. They don't want anything to get out of hand.
Yes.
So
touchdown is good. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the succeeding kick.
Yeah,
one on time down.
I'm wondering if he spun the ball or, something like that, which to me is fairly benign. But it will get flagged every time.
It's just there's no margin for error.
Yeah.
There's no celebration at all. Anything can be called.
Point after is up and good.
But there's okay. I have a lot of thoughts, but we have to go to break. So I'm going to collect my thoughts, Dave and Alema, and then we're going to come back. It's 7-7 here at Lone Peak High School against Corner Canyon.
Utah Royals on KMYU.
Utah State University, the state's #1 student experience on campus.
Kohala District. I'm not sure if he's from the Kohala District or not, but he is from the Big Island. And moved from Hawaii, for the Big Island of Hawaii, and moved to Utah to go to Timpview originally. and then had some family up here. The family ended up moving to this area, or I should say the Corner Canyon boundaries, and so after his sophomore year ends up at Corner.
How about the squid kick? Got to get on that. And fortunately, that worked out. But, I mean, it's going to be good field position. But Cooper Stosich wisely fell on that football.
Man down on the field for Lone Peak. Yeah, he's looks like he's in quite a bit of pain.
Tag Zundel. Is that who we think's down there?
It is.
Hey, there's the Mac Shack. You know who's in there. Lemon Harrington is home away from home. There's a good shot.
Yeah, I cracked the door open a little bit just in case anybody wanted to bring me food. Kepa Niamoitolu, who's not playing tonight, his dad and his family is out here. They are cooking up a storm out here in the parking lot. Great tailgate going on. Yeah. And they brought me a nice tray, some of the best Rice Krispie treats. I'm going to show you what I got here. So let's see if the camera can get this.
Oh, a lemma. That is not even nice. I want one of those Rice Krispie
Polynesian donuts over here, and then the Rice Krispie treats, and I already had a hamburger that was delicious. So
why don't you just start selling some of that? You'd make a fortune.
No, because then if I sell it, then I can't eat it. Like, it's here for me to eat, but I do share. So who is on the camera right here? Who, when you get a chance, come on over. And partake of this.
Okay.
But special shout out and thanks to the Niamoitolu family.
Good news, Tag Zundel walking off the field.
Yeah. That is great news because it did not look good when he went down. He was in a lot of pain.
Sometimes you tweak that knee in this turf and you just don't know. It just feels so odd. And then it calms down a little bit and you can walk it off. He's right over to the training table. We'll go check on Tag in a minute.
All right, so with Lone Peak, Cruz Christensen, the quarterback, Sean Tahi in the backfield behind him. And now the Knights on the move. And Tahi lowers ahead, gets a couple. It's a good offensive line versus defensive line matchup. Jaden Pierce, Manasseh Brown, Peely, Eli Board. The guys up front for Corner Canyon.
And I really think that this game will be won in the trenches. That front seven on the defensive side against the front five, the offensive line. Whoever is able to give their quarterback protection, I think, will come out on top.
Second down, 8. And Christensen, he gets plenty of time. He's going deep, and that pass is caught. And just like that, Pula's into the end zone again. 56 yards.
Frank, that was a beautiful pass as he put so much air under the ball and allowed Pula to be able to run under it.
How many times do we say that during a football game? Oh, if he just lets his receiver run under it. And that was perfect execution. I mean, that thing had hang time, and Pula could just go track it down. What a beautiful play.
And another point after, up and good. What a game. 14-7. Take a look at our Eye in the Sky, brought to you by Sembelt. For all your equipment needs, they provide us not only with the scissor lift, but the generator for our games. And Alema, you've used this model.
Actually, I drove this from Skyridge. I just drove it right up on the highway. I just drove it right up the street. Well, it took a couple of hours, but because, you know, there is a speed limit. And I was trying to stay within the speed limit. Maximum speed, by the way, on the scissor lift, I think is like 12.5 miles an hour.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Always good to have Sunbelt taking care of us here, making sure the truck is powered and the scissor lift is fully extended. Good looking crowd on hand here for both the visitors and the home team. Last night when we were at Skyridge, it was homecoming. Big celebration at halftime. I thought I was at a Broadway show.
I would guess that there are probably some of the Skyridge and Lehigh players that have come here to watch tonight's game in person.
Not? Neighborhood, that they all know each other. And a returnable kick for Corner Canyon. And up near the 30-yard line. Josh Harris on the return.
Okay, Tag Zundel still on the training table, so he is not participating defensively on this series for Lone Peak.
Well, Bart Brockbank told us that we could see Bot Mulatalo on both sides of the ball, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. I don't see him in there right now. But
yeah, he's hard to miss.
Yeah, you would know if he was in the game. All right, here we go. First down for Kasuga and Corner Canyon. If that pass maybe a tiny bit behind Lucas, but I know what you would say, Frank. Catchable ball.
Yeah. Catchable ball, and really what happened, he took his eye off the ball. You see his head turned upfield before he had secured the football. And, you know, that's always the main thing. You got to possess the ball first, then figure out where you're going.
So no gain, second down. Kasuga again to throw. And that pass splits the receiver and the defender. I mean, right down the middle. Could have gone either way.
You could see it came out of Kasuga's hand funny, and he knew it immediately. Yeah. It's not. Kasuga throws one of the best footballs that we see in Utah high school football. That one came off funny.
Big third down here. Line to gain is the 40. Kasuga 3 of 7 in this game so far. And back to pass. And that one's a little high and outside. Trying to hit Meza again. And Kai Meza, his target there, still does not have a reception in this game. And guys, he's been targeted 4 times.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to get the ball to their star receiver, Kai Meza, and just have not been able to connect so far tonight.
And the issue is at the quarterback position. I mean, those are throws that Kasuga, we've seen him make time and time again. Those two just a little bit off on plays that should have been receivable balls.
Oh, no.
Down.
Got to get on that. Boy, talk about avoiding a complete disaster, as Ledger Holmes can't handle the punt initially, but ends up with the recovery. So, leading 14-7. Lone Peak has the ball back. Just under 2 to play here, first quarter. Region 3, great teams in this region. This is number 1 versus number 3. 32-yard kick and a 4-yard return.
I would say nice job by that Lone Peak defense to get the ball back to their offense, but I think it was lack of execution, Frank, by Corner Canyon on offensive series.
I think that's exactly right, Olima.
First down here, and they'll keep it on the ground and bouncing it outside. Great run, and finally caught and wrapped out of bounds beyond the 40-yard line. Tate Barney. As far as passing, you guys are going to love this. 76 of the 79 Lone Peak passing yards have gone to Jaron Pula. How about that? 4 receptions, 76 yards, couple touchdowns. By the way, in case you're wondering, that's 19 yards per carry, Elena, or do you round that up to 20?
No, of course I'm rounding that up to 25.
At least.
That last play garnered 18 yards.
Great block on that last play by Patrick O'Banion, the left guard for Lone Peak.
First down on the play fake, firing downfield, and in and out of the hands of Thomas Herget. Good looking ball by Christensen. And Frank, you said he throws a really good ball.
He does, both of these quarterbacks.
And he might have lost track of that ball as it came through. One of the linebackers, Mason Wood, getting up and getting the hand. I'm not sure if he deflected the ball or not, but either way, I think it changed the view for the receiver.
That's exactly right. It changed the view. The ball was not deflected, but it did change the view of the receiver, and it probably changed the trajectory from the quarterback's hand.
With second down, oh, that was interesting. Kind of a weird little mesh point there, but Barney ends up with a pretty good gain. About 4 yards, but let's take another look here. It didn't look all that clean.
This play had multiple opportunities for disaster.
Yeah.
And they avoided it. Lone Peak doing a nice job of getting something positive out of a play that could have been absolutely well, it still was a mess.
Right. 3rd and 6. Barney stays in the game next to Cruz Christensen. Barney's got it again, cuts back, and Barney dives ahead, pulls his way to another strong auto first down. What a run there.
Well, it's an interesting counter play that they run, where they hand off in front of the quarterback, and then they change direction in the backfield and come back to the other side. And they get the defense flowing, and then they come back across the grain. There's a look at Kepanio Metolu on the sideline in street clothes. Not playing tonight because of injury.
Played his sophomore year at Alta. Christensen's pass, what a pass, right over the middle, and that's caught and into the University of Utah red zone. And guess who? Add more yardage to number 5, Jaron Pula.
Nice job by Christensen to get this thing out. And even though there was plenty of white shirts around, Pula picking up some yards after the catch.
17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to wrap things up in the first quarter. And the home team, Lone Peak, they're already leading 14-7, and they are knocking on the door on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Utah Royals on KMYU.
My name's Kai Meza. I play receiver and I go to Corner Canyon High School. Shout out to Mom for changing my diapers.
And you know, that's an important job, and we don't thank our moms enough for it.
Well, I think the options are you don't change your kids' diapers, and then what?
Wait a second.
That's what you're going with?
Well, I was under the impression he was talking about a present day. Is that like a present day? Thank you.
Wow.
Why would, I mean.
Christensen looking end zone, throwing high as everybody was covered. Player cards, by the way, brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see.
Kennan's looking for a flag on that. It's like they're holding me.
Hey, man. Have you ever known a receiver who doesn't run down and look for a flag? Come on.
By the way, we talk about Jaron Pula.
I used to
he's approaching 100 yards.
I used to have a guy named Brian Rowley. Fantastic receiver.
Rowley. Yeah.
He's the guy that would come back to the huddle and say, they were holding me, but Frank, I was wide open.
Yeah, right. 2nd and goal. Oh, ball's on the ground.
Ball's
still on the ground. Oh, this is going to be a fight.
Corner Canyon have
they do.
Yes, they do.
Wow. What a big turnover. Tate Patterson comes away with that football.
I think
you know what? That wasn't Christensen.
It was a bad mesh point, and at the mesh point, I think Tahi and trying to think who the quarterback was. It was number 15.
That was Keely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. That's right. Different quarterback, and that's a risk.
That's risky. Yeah.
Yes.
You bring in your Wildcat package, and guys' helmets hit and balls on the ground.
Well, we'll see what Corner Kang can do. And right out of the gate, it's a pass from Kasuga downfield. Great yardage after the catch, up beyond the 30-yard line. And Isaiah Morris hauls that one in. 20 yards on the pickup.
Kasuga had a couple tough passes the last series. This one starts off really well.
Correction, that's Tate Patterson with the catch.
And downfield again. Meza's got this one.
Finally, they connect with Meza.
They've got multiple numbers on this Corner Canyon defense.
Flag down, flag down.
15 yards on the pickup, but let's see what the flag is.
This might be tacked on.
Yeah, well, no one's walking the other way.
And that was my bad
holding ground.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, number 3 on the defense. 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. Will be a first down.
But that was my bad. It was Isaiah Moore as I was looking at the defensive side.
I tried to drop a hint,
double
but there's
numbers
multiple
here.
numbers, yeah.
Yes, you did, Dave. That was thoughtful. There's a lot of double numbers on the play card.
Rather than just, throwing someone under the bus.
Yeah.
Hey, Lima,
drop a
that
huge
was wrong.
hint.
Frank likes to be a little more direct.
Blunt. I feel like that's the best approach.
Lemma, you idiot.
First down, and in a hurry. They're already up on the Lone Peak side of the field. Kasuga, plenty of time. And, well, I think what happened is the receiver stumbled down there. Yeah, that's Carter Kerr, by the way. The youngest Kerr.
Yep. So you got Landon Kerr, the cousin.
Yeah.
And then Carter Kerr, the son of Eric Kerr.
The baby of the family. He's got 2 sons playing college football, Tate and Noah at Weber and Utah State. We'll be up in Logan tomorrow night. Utah State against McNeese. Frank Lemon calling that game. Screen set up for Meza inside. Meza. Oh, he's got some great blocking and a lot of room. Finally run out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the University of Utah red zone.
Very well executed screenplay. Comes back and Meza sets up his blocks and is able to get to the sideline for a big gain.
21 yards on the pickup. Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at americafirst.com. Kasuga looking left. The hole wide open. No one with Meza, and he scores.
Coverage breakdown, Frank, that time by Lone Peak.
Yeah, and the defensive backs are talking to each other right now like, wait, you're supposed to get the flat. I'm taking the... Nope, you're... little miscommunication in the defensive backfield leaves a man wide open. And by the way, that Coach Kerr is kind of a master at putting that kind of pressure on the defense.
Point after on the way is up and good. And we are deadlocked. Back and forth we go. A good one in Region 3. #1, Corner Canyon. #3, Lone Peak. And Meza into the end zone.
Utah Royals on KMYU.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by McGee's Trophies, Victor's Tires, Sugar House Furniture, and Coleman Knitting Mills.
Beautiful night out here. This is the sweet spot of the
You're
fall.
exactly right.
Yeah, right? Because, when we start out in August, it's a little hot. You get into October, late October, November, it's a little chilly, but tonight is just perfect.
I love you guys who are in buildings. It's a little chilly in October.
Well, that's a good point. All right, so how does Lone Peak respond? And here we go, the Knights trying to get something going, and Isaac Fonua with a good return. Kasuga, I mentioned his numbers. First 3 drives, he was 3 of 8. That last drive alone, he was 4 for 5 and 71 yards. So he got something going.
When Kasuga's on Alema, I mean, is he the best quarterback in the state?
Oh man,
There's some. I mean, we've watched a couple of good ones last night.
We've got some good quarterbacks. Maybe
Wheatwine
some
looked
great
good.
quarterbacks. But I really like the way that Kasuga plays, and he's been doing it since he was a freshman, and he's really starting to kind of settle into this Corner Canyon offense now.
All right, Cruz Christensen back in now, looking at, boy, he's got a lot of time. Really only a couple of guys going after him, and finally has to throw it away. That doesn't last forever.
Yeah, they had the 3-man rush, and they got Manasseh Brown, who is very athletic on the defensive line, and they drop him out, and he goes back into coverage. So they really only had 3 guys attacking the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly. It's a great point, Alema. That's why Christensen couldn't throw the ball downfield to the left where he wanted. They had an extra defender in the area.
Second down 10. And Sean Tahi. And Tahi gets a couple. And be sure and catch the voices behind your favorite video games at FanX this September 25th through 27th. That's next week. There'll be celebrities from your favorite games, such as Alema's favorite, Date Everything.
Never heard of it. My kids have not heard of this game.
Halo, Resident Evil.
I'm curious now.
Five Nights at Freddy's, and more FanX next week. Maybe we should go out there and find out what the heck that is.
That's amazing. Well, maybe.
Date Everything.
That's amazing that you can have a career as a voice of a video.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I think 3 happily married guys should not be playing Date
Everything.
Everything.
3rd and 7. And Christensen's pass, that's a big one. And another first down, and give Pula, that should put him over 100 yards. Kind of carrying that ball like a loaf of bread right after he caught it, but it worked. Take a look.
A little play action to hold those linebackers and give a little extra space there for Pula to operate. Nice pass in there by Christensen.
6 receptions, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 17 yards a reception.
Not bad for about 15 minutes of work.
Right. First down. Corner Canyon showing a little pressure. And Tahi bounces out of it, and Sean Tahi. What a run. That's a lot of work for 5 yards.
Yeah, he should have been tackled 3 times before he was actually tackled.
Yeah, Mo Brown got to him in the backfield. He was able to break out of that tackle, spins out, and then one more tackle. Brown gets him right here. He breaks that tackle, and then another opportunity to bring him down. Mason Hamilton can't bring him down, and then it took a couple of guys to get to his legs. He still never hit the ground.
Yeah, he never went down. Injury update. Tag Zundel still being worked on the sideline here. They taped up his knee originally. Now they put a light brace on it. He's trying to work his way back into the lineup.
Second down.
Be holding there. I don't know how the flag. There's a flag now. Maybe he just didn't have any other flags left, but that had to be a holding call on Lone Peak. I don't know if we'll get a chance to look at it, Alema.
Well, till we get the call, it's a gain of 3.
Well, the play didn't look great in the backfield. It looked like there was a little bit of, communication problem between Christensen and Tahi.
Looks like a false start, by the way.
Watch how Christensen is still trying to. He was trying to pull that.
You're right.
Because he's reading that edge, and he would have made the
backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
So illegal formation.
Yeah. It would have been the right call, I think, or the right decision for Christensen to keep it. But I don't blame Tahi. If I'm a running back, as a former running, you put that thing in my gut,
you're not
then
giving
say
it up.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Say goodbye to the ball.
Fool me once. Second down 10. Christensen firing deep. And a lot of pushing and shoving down there. Oh, a flag came out. Wow, he's trying to hit Seth Woolley.
I don't know about that.
I just felt like a lot of back and forth.
I think
There's 2 flags on the play.
I'm with you, Frank.
I don't know about that flag. I mean, they're hand fighting down there, and that's a pretty good battle. And
it's just Robert J. DeBra, you make the call.
I'm with Frank on this one. I keep the flag in my pocket.
Receiver downfield on the offense.
It's going to be offsetting.
51.
Yeah.
Defensive pass interference. Those penalties will offset. Replay the down.
So I guess in a way you got your way.
In a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just replay second down.
So here we go again. This is, I believe, our 3rd 2nd and 10. They're going to try to run it, get the ball outside to Tahi, and Tahi cuts back, and Sean Tahi, great carry on 2nd and 10, all the way down inside the 30-yard line or right on it.
Well, I love this play for Sean Tahi. You're going to toss the ball back to him deep in the backfield. It allows him to survey what's in front of him. Gets good blocking up front, and then a little burst of speed to get past the defender, and big gain for Tahi.
19 yards on the pickup. What a game we got going tonight. Very similar to last night's game. Lots of big plays, and back and forth we go. Tied up under 8 to play here in the first half. Barney, not much there. He will gain nothing.
Great job, Mo Brown in the backfield. Big number 88, 6'7", great basketball player, but his agility, he was showing that. It was on display. He was able to get off of his blocker and get to the legs of the ball carrier before he got through the line of scrimmage.
Second down 10. Christensen, he's really had a lot of time to throw. That pass was dropped. You do not see that very often out of Pula.
That was a rare occurrence there where a ball was within reach of a Pula and it didn't come down as a reception.
Corner Canyon coming into this game not only ranked number 1 in the state, but number 6 in the nation, according to Max Preps, and number 11 in the nation, according to Rivals. But right now, going toe-to-toe with Lone Peak, third down.
the center snapped the ball, but then he forgot to let go of the ball.
Remains third down.
Oh, man. That's a tough break. I don't know if the center didn't realize it was shotgun, if he thought the quarterback was under center. He snapped the ball and then just held on to the ball.
Timeout taken by Lone Peak. Head coach Bart Brockbank in his 9th season. Done a great job with this football team. Right now he's trying to devise up a play for a 3rd and long. Welcome back. Beautiful evening. Look at this, looking out west. Sun beginning to set. As I mentioned earlier, kind of the sweet spot of the season. Gonna have fun tomorrow. Got a morning game up at Rice Eccles, the big noon game. Utes taking on Texas Tech, and then Frank and 11 and I are going to head to Logan. Had a chance to visit with Bronco Mendenhall this week as his team's getting set to take on McNeese, and what a fun visit that was.
No, it was great to talk with the former BYU head coach, Bronco Mendenhall, who, of course, had to stop at Virginia and then on to New Mexico, and now it feels like he's right at home in Logan. He's just loving it.
Yeah, he made that very clear. He absolutely loves being in Logan. 3rd down, 15. A little pressure being shown by Corner Canyon, and here they come. And just getting rid of it just in time. Christensen lets it fly, but incomplete. 4th down coming.
Pressure coming from the backside right here. Couldn't get home. Josh Harris, who's got 3 interceptions on the season, almost got number 4 right there.
Had a chance to talk to Tag Zundel's dad on the sideline, Dusty. He said that it's sore. His leg is sore. It hurts him a little bit, but he's going to keep trying. Get back out on the field.
Always good news when they try to get you back in, tape it up.
4th down. They're going to keep the offense on the field, going to the end zone. This ball's up for grabs. Jump ball, and it's caught. Oh, my goodness.
Wait. Yes, it is.
Pula again.
Well, what a great job by Pula. He had a couple of defenders trying to keep the ball away from him in the end zone. Little push off at the end here and goes up and gets it. Got both feet in, only needed one. Great throw from Christensen, put it right on the money for Pula. So Pula's got a 56-yard touchdown reception already in the first quarter. Now another big touchdown on 4th and long.
35 yards. And Pula, how about this? What a night. 7 receptions, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Pretty impressive.
He has 1 more yard receiving than Kasuga does passing in this game. Just phenomenal.
That's fascinating. Yeah. And that, you know, that is a killer. That takes all the wind out of the sails of Corner Canyon, who held Lone Peak to 4th and long. You just figure you're going to find a way to get off the field. You're not even thinking of giving up a long touchdown, much less a first down, and all of a sudden, here comes Pula.
Well, give credit to Brockbank, the head coach, offensive coordinator, and he calls a touchdown play, home run on 4th and long. Instead of just going for the first down, move the chains, and stay alive here. It goes for it all.
Boy, another entertaining game. I mean, what are we doing right to deserve
scheduling
this?
right region 3.
There you go.
Yeah, that may have something to do with it.
This is unbelievable. We just had a great game last night. They're kind of a lot like this one. And you guys were talking about, you just mentioned, you know, is Kasuga the best passer in the state as we look at the RGS Exteriors scoring summary? But you come down here in Region 3, and there are just so many athletes.
Yeah.
I mean, just one right after another.
Well, Cruz Christensen's putting on a show. He's the second team quarterback.
Yeah. Kasuga's pass is picked off. Intercepted by Tower Tanavasa. And things unraveling for Corner Canyon in this first half.
Yeah, that may have been trying to take a little too much there. I mean, and I feel terrible. We may have given Kasuga the jinx by calling him the top quarterback in the state. We'll see if he can settle down here. But that certainly puts the Corner Canyon defense in a difficult situation.
Well, it was Tate King who put the pressure on Kasuga. And then the interception by Tanavasa. Tate King came on that inside route to try to get to the quarterback instead of trying to go outside and maybe put some pressure. Great job.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Christensen goes against the ball. And oddly enough, there are a couple receivers in that area, but yeah, he's not getting away with that one. But you see, Pula was one of them because they were all chasing after it as well.
Everybody was chasing after it.
Intentional grounding. The ball did not go beyond the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty from the spot. Loss of down.
That's a tough.
That is tough because that's from the spot, right? That's where the flag was thrown, almost like a beanbag to mark the position of where the ball was. But this was a disaster right from the beginning. It went way over his head.
Actually, I think it went through his hands. You look again. I would argue, but ref, I was setting up a screen.
Yeah, that was
my guy was right there.
Hey, this isn't too. I mean, didn't Lone Peak just score in a position like this?
Yeah, 35 yards. So it's only second down. Just kind of march down the field a little at a time. Here comes the pressure. Pass caught. And a pickup of 10. Actually, they're going to give him 12 forward progress.
Rodriguez coming in and making a stop there, but not until after a sizable gain for Lone Peak, but they got a ways to go.
Under 6 now to play first half. Kasuga thrown 2 interceptions already in this game. Yesterday we had Keneal Sweetwine throw 3 for Skyridge, and they still won. 3rd down, 24. Christensen, that pass is high. General direction of Pula. And 4th down.
I think I saw 5 white jerseys.
Yeah.
And Pula.
See, you think the plan is to put a lot of guys on Pula?
A lot of guys on Pula. It's not double coverage. It's not triple coverage. It's not quadruple
secondary coverage.
It's just, yeah.
It's everyone.
It's
so
all
they'll
of
punt
them,
this one away, try to pin him down.
I get to see some things on the sidelines that you guys don't get
I'll
to
bet.
see. That with coaches losing their minds, it's entertaining to watch. Flag down.
Diesel Dart's going to let this ball sail out of bounds. That's a great kick.
There is a flag down on the far side.
Yeah, it's 40-yard line. You're right.
Remember that old term, coffin corner kick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what that was.
36-yard kick. You're right. Bounced right out of bounds in the corner. Officials sorting this one out.
They're going over to the Corner Canyon sideline to have the conversation, so I assume it's going against Lone Peak.
And a re-kick.
Illegal formation. Too many men in the backfield on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty will be from the previous spot. Replay 4th down.
Oh, yeah, they definitely want that re-kick. No, we'll just take it at the 3.
Right.
So Diesel backs up to the 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Big break that time for corner.
Hey, Lemon, they're not going to fake this, are they?
Not a chance. There's zero.
This one I feel a little more confident.
Do you? Okay.
I felt real confident last night, but this is 100%.
Yeah. All right, that kick away. This one's not going to be as good, but it's going to head that direction. This will be out of bounds right around the 20. This game brought to you by Weber State University. Build the future you want to see. Weber State University. So Lone Peak with a 19-yard punt. So good call on, obvious call, of course, on Corner Canyon's part. Another ill-timed penalty. 5 penalties, 35 yards for Lone Peak. Corner Canyon has his 2 penalties. I feel like there's been 5 or 6 minutes left in this half for
5 or 6 minutes
for a long time.
6, 7.
All right, Kasuga setting up the screen, gets the ball outside, and good yardage after the catch. That should be close to another first down, just shy. Chain gang did a nice job of dropping the chain to avoid a collision. Boy, now Frank's even got me complimenting these guys.
Yeah. It's an integral part of the game.
Yeah,
you have to keep your eye on that chain gang.
And Kasuga gives off first down yardage and more. And desperately trying to bring down Briggs. He is a load, as you can see right there.
I want you to watch number 77. That's Tafa. Big number 77. Watch this block. Boom! Get that guy out of here. And open up a way for Briggs.
And here we go again. Keep feeding the beast. And Weston Briggs will score. 45 yards.
Great job off the right side. The play prior to that, now come back, same play on the left side. And Briggs with good blocking up front. That freed him into the second level, then into the secondary. Nice blocking, gets through. Tafa once again with a nice block. And then Briggs was free sailing to pay dirt.
Point after up and good, and once again we are tied. My goodness. What a game, back and forth we go. That didn't take much time either. There's Weston Briggs. 6'2" senior. And he just took off.
Both these teams coming up with big explosive plays. Lone